Sometimes I don't wanna be happy. Don't hold it against me. If I'm down, just leave me there, let me be sad. Sometimes I just wanna be lonely. Don't need you to hold me. If I'm there, you don't need to care, let me be sad.
I shut my eyes and my mouth and my legs just gave out. Why in the world would you hear me when I'm down?
If I'm dying along the side where I'm supposed to be, you know I'm not afraid as long as you're next to me. So tell me, will you hold me when the curtains close? If I'm dying along the side where I'm supposed to be.
I don't want your girlfriend. Right now, I think you need a new one. I could be your girlfriend. No way, no way. I know that you like me. No, it's not a secret. I want to be your girlfriend. No way, no way.
I got five on it. Grab your phone, let's get key. I got five on it. Messing with that is no weed. I got five on it. It's got me stuck and I'm so back. I got five on it. I got five on it.
She told me put my heart in a bag, ain't nobody gets hurt. Now I'm running from love, I'm not fast, so I'm making it work. Now I'm digging up a grave for my past. I'm a whole different person. It's a gift and a curse. Why I cannot reverse it?
I got five on it. Grab your phone, let's get key. I got five on it. Messing with that is no weed.
Now I'm digging up a grave for my past. I'm a whole different person. It's a gift and a curse. Why I cannot reverse it?
And here it goes. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that is not fair. Nobody cares 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. With or without you, with or without you, I can live. With or without you. Oh well, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It's
Close my eyes and I just took off running. I turned around and saw the look on your face. So I stay, stay.
check into the hotel that I can't afford. I'm trashing every floor, but I don't know what for. When I die, we'll throw a party down in hell. Yeah. Savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you're savage love. When you kiss me, I know you don't get two fucks, but I still won't throw it away. Forget yesterday. We'll make the great escape. Won't hear a word they say. We don't know what's anyway. Watch it burn, let it die. 'Cause we are finally free tonight.
This is a cardinal sin of EDM.
In the middle of the party, just get off me. In it, but I'm rolling up my broccoli. Yeah, I know your baby mama fond of me. All she wanna do is for the broccoli. Hey, hey, no, tell her what I'm finna be on. Hey, hey, I'm beyond all that bullshit.
trying. I love it,
but I love it.
ooh, ooh.
But I love it.
As long as you love me, I can write you a song to make you fall in love.
Would you still love me the same?
But I love it.
Ooh, ooh.
But I love it.
As long as you love me.
Oh, you love, lady, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati. Then she got a body, she be tryna party. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati. Then she got a body, she be tryna party. She be tryna party. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find you really love someone. Oh, and I do, and I do, and I do, yeah. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find you really love someone. Oh, she be tryna party. She just moved to LA.
Fall so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. First nigga gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Fall so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all don't know that those shit phase. Next could go 0 for 82 when I look at you like this shit crazy. Fall so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even supposed to be here. Fall so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair. Psycho, I'm liable to go Michael. Take a pick, Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.
Call me love, you can call me baby, all of the above. You can call me late night, and I'll be at your door. You can call me anything or anything you want, just don't call me love.
I walked in the corner with your body screaming good. Never saw the back, but it looks like Pablo. This gon' make me feel the way I told it to the Lord.
Just don't call me love.
Riding my bike like I'm too young to try. Careless and free like it's 2005. Had to chill the fuck out, take a trip outside to have fun with my friends like I'm young and alive.
Taste of your lips, I wanna ride. You're toxic, I'm sipping on that. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic?
I get you to fuck out, take a trip outside. To have fun with my friends, like I'm young and alive. Like I'm young and alive.
Don't you know that you're toxic?
I won't be the very best. No one ever was. Hatchman is my real test. The training is my cause. I'll travel across.
Nothing that if I tell everyone how I make this money, that it's going to affect me in any sort of way.
AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000.
You just gotta know what you're doing.
200
Every single person can be successful.
dollars in profit.
There's no reason for you not to become a full-time day
Now
trader.
we're currently up
even with
$2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40.
It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this,
$100
go out, make that
profit.
money, make a killing, and let's all absolutely crush it together.
Let's go, baby. Let's see this thing keep unfolding even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone gather in. Everyone gather up. Everyone get nice and close. Everyone just nice and close. Closer. Come a little closer. Come on, keep getting close to your screen. Come on, just a little closer. Come on, just a little bit more. Just a little closer. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on. Okay, you're getting too close. Too close. Get a little bit closer. Okay, let's get back to normal. Okay, let's take a step back from where we were. Traders, let's have ourselves a day. Let's talk about what we have today. Let's talk about, again, this magnificent day that might be among us right here and right now. And let's make sure that we are all good. It is 7:58 in the market. We have 2 minutes, or actually about 1 minute, until a brand new hot press release wave comes on out. Let's make sure that we're all set. As of now, I do not have any positions at this moment. There is nothing that I'm in on. I want to make sure every single person is set, ready to rock and roll. And you guys could see 0 out of 0 so far. Let's make some money. Everyone, if you guys are watching over on YouTube today, smash that thumbs on up. Smash that thumbs on up right here and right now. Let's get ourselves involved. Let's kick off this day, and let's see where this money is going to take us. So right here, traders, we have 30 seconds. We're going to watch for any sort of hot news to be able to come on out, see what stocks are going to really be getting the big-time breakouts and the big-time moves, and then, of course, we'll be going from there. So it's all about, again, just staying prepared, staying ready, and making sure that we put ourselves in the best positions possible. We know, again, we will get, let me turn on the voice alert so you guys can hear any voice alert that does come on out at 8 o'clock, because we will probably hear a couple different voice alerts, and then you guys will be all set, ready to rock and roll. So no entries yet. 10 seconds until the 8 a.m. press release wave. Let's get ready to trade. If we see something spike big and start going on a big time rip and run, we know again it probably is going to have some good shorting opportunities behind it. We'll get ready to make some money and get ready to attack. Today, we again want to be able to make back 4, 5, 6 grand. You know, let's get ready to do what we do best. So, a lot of awesome opportunity ahead, and let's see what we can get. We do have, again, starting on off, what is that? PRAX. PRAX receives a breakthrough agreement. PRAX
Bitcoin.
breakthrough. We do have Bitcoin over on, again, YMHC. So PRAX, we'll keep our eyes peeled on it. Let's see what else we have here. See if there's anything else that could really start bringing in the big time buying volume. And if you guys see anything, please, again, throw it out there. BSLK. BSLK, little bit of buying volume. Come on, what's going to be the big one? UPXI. UPXI. Nope, not too much on UPXI just yet. Looking to see what is going to be the 8 a.m. ripper. What is going to be the 8 a.m. spiker? What stock at 8 a.m. is going to take over the hype and momentum? It might come out at 801, 802, 803. We just want to make sure that we are ready. AGRI. AGRI talks about expands on mining and treasury strategy. That has to do probably with cryptocurrency.
Agreement.
We do have an agreement over on SXTP. SXTP getting a little bit of hype. If SXTP starts taking on off, has room to run up towards around that 360 mark. Does have that agreement press release behind it. Talks about, again, SXTP agreement to study against Lyme and Bartona bacteria. Again, not really the biggest press release in the world. Maybe it's going to get a little hype. Maybe it could get a little momentum up towards like 237. That's the 50-day moving average. That could be a little tough to be able to break through. Other than that, nothing too big, though, just yet. We are absolutely fine. Waiting for that one to kind of steal the show. We do know VLCN, still, again, the number one top gainer on the day. There is no news on VLCN. Little heads on up. VLCN, there is no news. There is no credibility. The stock is, again, the number one top best play at this time. But there's not really much, again, making this one rip and run. XXI. Let's go back to a little bit of a larger time frame so you can even see these plays. VLCN is still building some higher lows, as you guys can see. Stock is holding that nice trend line, still trying to stay alive. I can make this chart a little bit bigger as well so that you guys can see it even clearer. But there's VLCN. Stock is still building higher lows, room to run and pop back up towards $30. If it breaks through $30, things could get spicy. If this stock just hits $30 and starts getting rejected, it could be a big head and shoulders pattern. Other than that, XXI right here. XXI starting to fade and fall, starting to get a little reversal, starting to fade. BSLK, little bit of a pop right here over on BSLK. Not against BSLK in any sort of way. Stock's gone from $2.50 up towards around $4, came back down to $3. Now trying to work its way back up towards around $4 at this moment. ABVE, nope, nothing new. Nothing new though. Nothing new, nothing fresh here. We are, again, still just kind of waiting and watching to see what stock is going to steal the hype and steal the momentum. Now, again, I always like to keep my eyes peeled on the news scanner until around 8:05. And then after 8:05, that's where I kind of take a little bit of a step back and I say, all right, you know what? There's not too much going on right here. We could probably wait until 8:15 and then wait until 8:30. But right now, I would say, again, BSLK is probably your best bet. BSLK is trying to get a little bit of action, a little bit of momentum. Is there any sort of news on BSLK? Just a little heads on up. BSLK, any sort of news on this play? 2 months ago, last press release. 2 months ago is the last press release I'm seeing. So I'm not really seeing anything on BSLK at this moment, but I would just say, you know, low float stock trying to get a little bit of hype and momentum. BSLK starting to get a little bit of a spike, has room to run up towards around $5, or I would say, again, you know, old pre-market high. Old pre-market high area is right around 436. So again, BSLK, let's turn some attention on it. If I am wrong and there is news on this play, someone please fill me in. I do not mind being corrected if I am incorrect in this manner. But let's just see right now. Stock's trying to get a little bit of hype, trying to get a little momentum. Traders are pushing over towards this play. Are there any shares available to short? Well, let's go ahead and check this on out. BSLK. Deck, how many shares would you want? I would want like 4,000 shares. We'd inquire about these shares. How many shares do I want to get right here? 4,000. I can go to locate lowest amount. Again, that's going to cost me 4,000 shares. It cost me $154. So again, it probably comes on out to what? About $30, $40 per 1,000 shares. So I would locate these shares, guys. I would locate these shares. I'm not going to do it right now. But if we start getting up towards above that like 435 mark, I would like to be able to short this play probably at this old spiking high. If we start getting up to like 470 or so, absolutely, that could be, again, a great shorting opportunity, a great shorting area. So if you're asking me right now, Deck, where would you like to be able to short, again, BSLK? I would say let's go back to this old spiking high of 470. Let's go back to this old dip buy right around 470. Let's go back to this old dip buy right around 470. So again, BSLK right here, I do think, again, a great shorting opportunity would be anything above 450 into, again, that 470s. So I would say right now, what do we get up to? 442. If we could ever get up towards 450, 250 shares. 455, 250 shares. I would do 459, 250 shares. 463. Again, I'm just basically spreading out orders all around 450 all the way up towards around like $5. That's what I would do. So I hope it can get a little bit of a pop. I hope it could get a little bit of moves. I hope it could get a little bit of action. I hope it could get a little bit of momentum. And I could get a great overall cost basis if the stock could be able to pop itself on up. And again, I could be able to make some money on the upside. So again, that's kind of what I'm looking for. If that can happen, if again, BSLK can get that little bit of a spike. Right now, we are having some trouble. Where at? Pre-market highs. Pre-market highs right around 430. Guess what? We just hit 430, came on down. That was the first main area of resistance. I'm looking for something a little bit more clear. For me, I know pre-market high resistance is always going to be tough. I'm just looking at something I think is a little stronger, right? Which is going to be, I think, 470, 480, 490 area, which is this top, this top, this top. But as of now, pre-market high is the area over on BSLK. So as of now, BSLK, that's a strong area of resistance. Stock is, again, being a nice mover at this moment. People are definitely focused over on BSLK and watching and waiting to see if the stock is going to be able to hold itself on up. So let's continue to keep our eyes peeled over on BSLK to see how much higher this play can go on up towards. And if we can get a possible squeeze, all right, let's take advantage of it. So again, BSLK right here, if this stock could get any sort of squeeze on up and keep on going up even higher, we know the areas that we like. We know the areas that have momentum for us. We know the areas that, again, definitely could be able to make us a little bit of cash and make us a little bit of money. Right now, it's just that 430 mark is holding up very strong. But I would say, upwards of a $5 target would probably be best over on BSLK. All right here, traders. Let's just keep our eyes peeled to kind of see what's going to be coming on up. We know BSLK is where the majority of buying volume is at right now. And we will watch to see if we get that little squeeze. See if, again, that, hype is going to start moving on through. See if we're going to get any more of that attention and, get a little bit of that push on up. TE04888 saying, Deck, I got filled at my short at 440. Amazing short entry. So, again, only 2 cents right beneath the high of the day. I mean, that's an awesome entry. Awesome entry right there. Shout out to you, buddy. So, BSLK, as of now, best play. As of now, BSLK has a lot of the momentum. As of now, BSLK, again, we're keeping this play on high watch and high alert. BSLK, we'll see if this one can get that squeeze. I'm going to be waiting, as you guys know, until we get on up towards around that. I want to wait until we get on up towards around that 460, 470, 480 mark. That's what I want. So again, that's my goal, to be able to, get a little bit of a pop and then see that reversal back on down. As of now, though, it's still turning. So again, if you got that 440 entry, right now you're still absolutely fine. And we want to see something kind of wake up a little more, right? Yesterday, what was the crazy spike of yesterday? Does anyone know? Yesterday, traders, we had one big one. And what was that? That was NUWE. No, I took a loss yesterday over on NUWE because I got stuck in the Holt right at the bell. Who remembers that? NUE exploded from $17 and ripped up to $26 within, again, a 5-minute area. Then guess what happened? It came crashing all the way back on down, and again, it dumped. Yesterday, guys, when I took my loss, I had some people come up to me and said, see, Deck, that's why you don't short. That's what, again, some people said, right? Now, again, all I can say to that is, number one, we have won, if we broke it on down, 9 out of 10 times on shorts. And number two, if you're saying that's why we don't short, take a look at NUWE. What has it done? It dumped all day. So it's not you don't short these plays. It just came on down to, again, I shorted a little too early. I shorted right here and got caught up in a gap up and a Holt. Since the gap up and Holt, the stock just came on down and has been crashing ever since. So again, to me, it is never let's go buy plays. Again, you have, if you want to break this on down and think about it in a statistical opportunity here, from the start of the day, you legitimately have 15 minutes to make money on the upside. You have 5 hours to make money on the downside. So again, if you're, again, a person who is against shorting, I think you are going against the odds. You are the person that's, again, trying to get the random gamble. You are picking one out of, again, 10,000 plays that you believe is going to be going up for a very short period of time on a small penny stock. That's not what I want to do. I will, again, consistently and continue to look to short every single play I possibly can. ENVY, or ENFY right here. ENFY right here. Guys, quick little pop. Take a look right here. ENFY, 1 minute time frame, just went from $1 all the way up to $180. ENFY traders. ENFY announces strategic investment in cyber token. Guys, take a look at that. ENFY, strategic investment in cyber token, whatever that means. Basically, what we have right here, traders, for everyone who does not know, is we are having all these random cryptocurrency coins. Like, guys, look at this. ENFY, is that thing all the way up towards like $5? Let's like, what is going on here? Hold on a second. Let me change this real quick. SPY. I want to. Got it. Trade, short, locate. I gotta refresh real quick my Cobra. I'm gonna bring it right back on up. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bring this on over. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Now, if we bring this on over, ENFY. BSLK, these orders aren't getting filled. I'm just going to get rid of those BSLK orders because that doesn't matter. But look at ENFY traders. What just happened? This stock is going straight up, coming straight back on down, right? This stock is going straight up, coming straight back on down. And as we are, again, going straight up and straight back on down, 250 back on down, let's just see. Can we get, like, you know, I would look for a good chunk of shares here if I can get them. Okay, lowest, cancel here. Guys, if I wanted to get 10,000 shares over on ENFY, it would only cost 20 bucks. That's barely anything. That's nothing at all. So, I mean, if we can see, right, if we can be able to get this play, you know, maybe back above $2, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to see this thing, you know, back above, you know, that $10 mark, seeing if ENFY could be able to pop back on up. It's just, again, what we're seeing is all these little tiny crypto plays. We really are. We're seeing all these little crypto plays just try to spike on up and get as much hype as they can, and then they come crashing right back on down. 215. Let's take a look at this right now, traders. What we just had is ENFY. We have 215 as the new IPO high. Like when ENFY first came on out, 215 is the highest level. This play just blasted on up to 260, came back on down. If we pop back on up, probably right next to that 215 area would be strong resistance. For me, I'm going to wait ENFY. If this one can get above that $2 mark, I'm going to look to enter onto this play at around that 215 mark. So ENFY, that one just spiked on up, came crashing on down. Unfortunately, it looks like just like a big pump and dump. So ENFY just went on a quick rip, just came crashing right back on down though. Quick spike, quick dump. Can ENFY get back above that $2 mark really quickly? It doesn't look like it's going to. But again, whenever we have the word like, you know, crypto or tokens or, you know, Bitcoin, we're just seeing a lot of quick spiking from it, right? We're seeing a lot of quick spiking from it. Then we're seeing a lot of quick dumping from it. I would like, as I said, if this play could ever get back above the price of like $2, I would definitely look to short up near around that 215 area. So that was a quick spike, starting to reverse right back on down. No entries for myself right here. Amy, Dek, can you describe the search criteria in your screening filters? So again, for my like filters, guys, all I'm doing, little heads on up, it's not difficult in any way, is I am just looking for lower float plays. 0 to 20 million in float. That's it. I like to get every single press release that is 0 to 20 million in float. So the thing is, do I have anything else? Nope. I have 0 to 20 million in float. Then I get every single press release that has a low float. Now, again, what's great is I have my keywords. My keywords that I like to look at, you know, it gets rating, the 3-star words I have, the 4-star words I have. I also have my favorite words that are highlighted. And then I have my legitimate favorite words, that are having voice alerts behind it. So I get every single press release that comes on out from 0 to 20 million in float. Then again, I have my custom ratings of words that I like, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star words. Then I have the keywords that I really enjoy that are highlighted here. And then I have voice alerts on my favorite words out there. So again, that's how I set it on up. So I'm really always finding the best plays as quickly as possible. But right now, we are all ready to go here, looking for this next possible move and next possible climb. And as always, for anyone who does not know, if you guys want the same news scanner, it is again Fox Runner. You guys do get a free 30-day pass when you guys sign up over to Fox Runner. So make sure you guys go check it on out. All right, so right now, traders, staying smart, waiting, watching, seeing where the buying volume is going to take us, and of course, go from there. ENFY, if we do ever get a spike back above $2, we would look to short this back up next to 215. 215 should be very strong resistance. So 215, very strong resistance area. But we also do know 830 is going to be another hot press release time. If we could be able to break through that, $2 area, we should be able to get some very nice shorts and some very nice opportunities. What did DGXX? What did that one ever do? DGXX trying to work its way back on up as well. Little heads on up. This was a stock DGXX. Went on a quick little spike, came right back on down. MCRI, not too much I'm seeing right there. VLCN, not too much right there. CRCL. CRCL has a lot of attention towards it right now. For anyone who does not know, CRCL is a stable coin. Now, again, I know that might be a foreign word for some of you guys, but it has to do with cryptocurrencies. And the Trump administration is actually about to pass a bill, or they're looking to pass a bill coming on up this upcoming week. So next week, guys, we should see a bill be passed on stable coins, which is why CRCL yesterday went from $2 and ripped up to $2.40. So just a little heads on up. CRCL can make you a lot of money, especially if they do pass this bill. We could see this thing all the way back up towards around $3. Little heads up for every single person. Just keep that in the back burner. Keep that in the back burner for you, so that you guys are all safe and smart and understanding what's happening. BSLK, trying to get a little bit of buying volume. I see BSLK right now. Now, let's also remember, guys, BSLK, where is main resistance? Right around that 435 mark. 435 touch, fade back on down. 435 touch, fade back on down. Again, main area of resistance is going to be more up towards around 470. That's, again, past chart history pattern. But as of right now, 430 touch is kind of like the main areas. 430, 435, okay? Man, today's going to be an awesome day. Obviously, very excited. Looking forward to seeing what this day is going to bring us. Very excited to see what, again, the hype of the action, the momentum is going to be at. We got a big day ahead. A lot of opportunity. Well, let's get ready to go. Got the U.S. Open, not the U.S. Open. Got the Open Championship going on right now. I hope everyone's gassed up, fired up, a little excited for a little bit of some nice competitive golf. For all my golfing fans out there. Right now we got BSLK traders trying to work itself back on up here. BSLK trying to come back on up. Remember, where would I want to get filled at? I am going to wait to get filled. I just want to make this crystal clear for absolutely everyone so there's no confusion in any sort of way. As of now, BSLK does not have any sort of news. There's no news. There's no credibility on why the stock is spiking so well, but it is spiking well. You can see one touch all the way up towards around this 435 mark. Then the stock came crashing on down. Second touch, crashing on down. Third touch, starting to break out. Now, how high can this go? What I am looking for is this old upper shadow. This old upper shadow is at 475. Now, that also lines up with this dip buy back here, and that also lines up right around 485, 490 with that dip buy. So we have dip buy, old upper shadow. I would say if you can get a cost basis, an average around 480, that would be the best overall opportunity. So I would say, again, you would want to do about 250 shares at a time. We can start loading up 477. That's a great starting point. 479. That's a great starting point, right? We can go up towards a little bit higher, as we know. 482, that's a great starting point. We can go up to 485, that's great. And as again, we even push up a little bit higher, we could be able to get a nice little cost basis. If that goes up to 496, 499, we're basically going a little bit higher just to be smart, just to be safe in case, again, buying volume keeps pushing on up. So I wouldn't mind getting filled at 477, 480, 481. But if we keep on pushing on up, we know, again, the higher we go, the higher we get filled, the higher, again, we're getting in on these plays, the better chance it has to reverse. So again, I do not ever mind putting up entries way up high, just in case, again, things go up higher than we expect. So right now, BSLK, what do we have here? Spike, dump, just broke through 435. Now traders, let me ask you guys a question. 435, if we start going back underneath it, what could possibly happen? Well, then we could possibly start dumping again. Now again, 435 was a strong resistance. We hit it once, get me out of here. Then we again gave on up. We came back up to 435. Get me out of here. That's the roof. We're trying to push that roof up. And then again, we fell back on down. And now we broke through it. Foop, broke through 435. Now 435 is trying to hold up as the floor. We're now stepping on 435. Now we don't want to do what, traders? We don't want to go back underneath 435 and have to go through the trouble of trying to get back above it. You basically want, if you want BSLK to go up, just like I do, I want BSLK to go up so I can get filled on a short. I want this play to hold 435 as the floor now. We want old resistance to turn into new support. So again, basically what we have right here is we could have resistance and support. And again, stock trading, and if we take a look at resistance and support, how it works is old resistance turns into new support. So here's a great example, just going over towards, Google here. We do have top resistance, we hit it, we fall back down. Top resistance, we hit it, we fall back down. Then once we break it, we turn into support. Once we break it, we again bounce into support, but now we have new lines of resistance, and we hope that turns into support. So basically, again, resistance area, we come back down, resistance area, we come back on down, and once we get above it, that can now turn into support, we move ourselves on up. So it's basically the floor, or the ceiling turns into the floor. It's almost just like if you went upstairs, if you're on the first floor and you walk up to the second floor, and hopefully we walk up to the third floor, right? That's all we're looking for out of these plays, right? We're just simply enough looking to be able to shift and have the momentum turn that into the new platform. So right here, traders, you guys can see old resistance. Now again, came back down, old resistance. Didn't we just get a nice bounce play? Nice bounce play off this area. Buyers are now trying to push it on up as again, we bounce off that new support line. Pretty cool to be able to see, pretty cool to be able to understand, to see the psychology behind it. So right here, traders, we want to continue to keep our eyes peeled on it. We got up to 469. Deck, did you get filled on anything? No, I did not. So again, here is my full position box, as you guys know, and we'll be all set. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to jump off the mic here just for a moment. I'll be right back on, and we'll be all ready to rock and roll. Give me 1 moment here, traders. Getting ready to go. Stay fired up. Stay ready. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Right now, we're back to it. Let's see if, again, we can get any sort of that pop and rip and run. Now, what's the good news right here, team? Great news, if I may add, is right now at this moment, 8:26 in the market. We still have, again, another big press release wave on the way. Now, what's that big press release wave? We know it's 8:30. 8:30 and possibly 9 o'clock. Right? We know 8:30 and potentially 9 o'clock, we could start seeing some more buying volume. We could start seeing some more hype. We could start seeing some more activity. Right now at this moment, there is nothing we need to get involved in. We know BSLK is still our number one play. We have everything we need right in front of us. And we're just kind of trying to see, where is the activity? Where is the action going to be going? Where is the buying volume and the momentum is really going to be heading towards next? So everyone sit back, stay smart. The door is open. Exactly, AM Trader. The door is wide open. The door is wide open right now. So hopefully, again, at 8:30, we start seeing a little bit more action. Now, I do have my orders all set over on BSLK. As I show you guys right here, you guys can see absolutely everything about my orders, my live entries. If you guys ever need to see a P&L, if you guys ever need to, again, I always want to be transparent, guys. If you ever need to see a P&L, I post it every single day. If you ever need to see an order, I'm happy to show it. If you guys need to go on a date and you guys want my credit card, again, just ask me. Hey, Dek, I want to be able to, come over to America. Can I have your social security number? Sure, just to let me know. Again, I want to be generous. I want to be transparent. I want to be able to help you on out. Hey, Dek, again, I got kicked out of my house. Can I live with you for the next, 7 months? Sure, come on in. We'll share a bed. Come on in. All right? I'm a cuddler. So it's all good. I don't mind being a little transparent at times. Right now, BSLK, we're watching. Focusing to see where, again, the hype is going to take us. Now, can BSLK get that one last little pop? If not, don't worry. We got 2 minutes until, again, the 8:30 press release. So 2 minutes only until the 8:30 press release wave anyway. 2 minutes here, traders. Come on. Let's see if we can get that squeeze and that pop on up. 485 is the goal. Looking to see where this attention is truly going to take us next. And as we know, every single day is just about, again, seeing these spikes and then seeing these dumps. Seeing these spikes and seeing these dumps. Now, we have not gotten up to, again, the old spiking area. Spiking area is that 480 mark, bounce play 475, up top right here, 490. That's all I want. I want to see a nice 50, 60 cent spike, big upper shadow form, and a nice reversal, right? And again, I want to get back in the flow of things. Yesterday was my first red day in probably about a month. Right? You guys have seen the fire that we've been on. Like, we have been on an absolute heater, an absolute roll the past month. So the fact is, getting one red day yesterday, I just want to get a little green going. Start building it back on up. Start getting a little bit of attention. Start getting a little bit more hype. Start getting a little bit more momentum. Start seeing some things again. Start bringing in some attention towards these plays. All right, traders, we got 30 seconds here until 8:30. All right, I'm going to turn voice alerts back on so that you guys can hear it. And you guys will be all set, ready to go. So again, I'm putting the desktop audio on so you guys will hear the voice alerts. That'll be like agreement, positive, drug trials, phase, whatever. Bitcoin news. You guys will hear the AI voice from Foxrunner, and you guys will be all set, ready to go here. Other than that, we are just watching BSLK to see if BSLK is going to get any sort of squeeze back up towards around that $5 mark. All right, 8:29 in the market here. TO4 saying DGXX. Dek, I'm going long on that play. DGXX could be a sleeper pick here today. It really could be. Could be a sleeper pick for, again, a little squeeze. There's agreement news on BLIN. Nothing there yet, though.
Agreement.
Another agreement news over on GELF.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, BTCT. That one comes out with
Agreement.
news almost every single day, though. BTCT, I feel like, comes out with news almost every single day. It really does. Like, it's nonstop almost. Maybe it could get some hype. BTCT. Nah, not doing too much. Let's see if something can catch the fire. If you guys see anything going crazy, feel free to throw it on out there. Right now, again, 8:30 press release wave. Looking for, again, where's the hype and where's the momentum going? Anything that goes on a quick little spike, let's get ready for some possible shorts as well. So anything that goes on that quick little spike, let's just be ready for the possible shorting opportunity. ABVE, that was a top gainer from 2 days ago. WINT, that was also a top gainer yesterday for a little bit. We do have LCDL. Look at this, guys. LCDL. LCDL. How high can that one get up to? That one has room to run up towards around like $36. Look at LCDL traders. 36 up towards around 38. What is going on with LCDL right now? So this play, hard to borrow. Let's actually take a look over on this one right now. This one could be a little bit of a crazy money maker. LCDL. How many shares would we want? I would, again, look for about 2,000 shares over on this play. Definitely could be a big money maker for us if, again, things can get a little crazy. Does the support? Let's see here. $6. LCDL would be $6. Deck, where would you look to short LCDL? LCDL, this play, I was able to get 680 shares executed. I would look up towards around that $38 mark. So if I could get, like, I'm going to start with $37.50. $37.50 limit order, or excuse me, 250 shares up towards around that 37 area. $37.40. We can look for a little short right there. If it goes on up towards around $37.80, we can look for a little short up there. If it ever got up towards around like $38.10, I think I could look for a little short up there. So I'm just staying prepared in case the stock ever did start going on a nice spike and rip and run. Just because I'm showing you right here that LCDL, what is happening over on this play? Nice $20 rip to $36 rip. Crazy spike, crazy pop so far. The old high is up towards around $39.21. That's the high area, $39.21. I think we're going to have a lot of trouble at around $38.50, $39. So if we can get filled somewhere at that area, somewhere near that mark, I think that could be a great possibility for us to be able to make some nice cash and make us some nice money. So let me exit out that. Didn't mean to click that. And LCDL, I would be looking again for old spiking high. Guys, just got filled on my first trade here. Just got filled. I am now filled. Now I am now filled over on my trade at this moment. This is going to be a crazy one, as we know. Traders, I am filled on this play. I am filled on this play right now, down $2,000. Filled on this play right now, down $2,000. Want to see how crazy this one can get. Now, this play right now, I'm ready to get out if I need to, but I know this one can easily turn and dump. I am in at 38.21. 38.21 entry right now. LCDL traders already going on a pretty big spike. I need to see this reversal coming on down here. I'm in at this area, 38.21 entry. Wanting to see this big upper shadow. Add again the old spiking high. So the record high on this play is this mark right here. I believe we should hit this area, see some sort of red candle. Right now, it's still going. Traders, you guys can see my entries. You guys can see where I'm at. You guys can see absolutely everything. 1,200 shares total. In at this price, $38.20. Currently down $2 at this time. $2 at this time, looking for a reversal and a nice drop. I'm down $2,000 at this moment. So I would like to see a red candle back on down towards 36. Would like to see a red candle back on down towards the VWAP. Would like to see a red candle and a nice little fade back on down on this play. Watching for that drop. Deck, why are you looking for that drop? Because I want to see the old spiking high hold up as resistance, fade back down towards like sub 35. That's what I'm looking for. Can we get the momentum shift? Can we get the momentum turn? You guys could see where I'm at. I'm on this play right now, 1,200 shares, looking for a little bit of this fade and fall back on down. Currently down $2,000, $3,000 right now. So can we actually get that reversal that I'm looking for? Finger on the trigger in case I need to get out of this play. Looking for sub 40s. Sub 40s is where I feel confident on this play. Obviously, a lot of money. I am in on this play, $38.20 at this moment. Currently down about $3 with, again, the spread. So right now, looking for that reversal and that drop. Deck, we have gone on a $20 spike so far. $20 rip, $20 run already. $20 spike, $20 rip, $20 run. Still going a little bit. Got to be careful on this play. Guys, got to get out. Got to get out on this one, unfortunately. Not going to take, again, I just lost $7,000 on this play here. These plays right now are going crazy. I am down $7,000 on this trade here. And how much higher can this play go up to? So this play, traders, right now, we are seeing, again, a very nice move. Now, again, what is the whole entire reason for this news right now? LCDL right here. I'm happy I got out. I had to get out of that play. LCDL, do we have any sort of credibility on what's going on here? LCDL. I mean, right now, this thing is still going. What did we get up to? $45 so far. $45 we have gotten up towards. $20 up towards around $45. Deck, would you re-enter this play? I would if it gets up towards around like 49. If it gets back up towards around $49, I will re-enter this play and go after it. So I'm going to say $49, $48.70, next area, $48.75, next area, $49, next area, $49.20, next area. So I will short if we get back up towards around this area. I am not going to hold it until we get to that area. I can't risk again taking, that big of a loss again. I'm not revenge trading. I'm looking to get filled next to $50 resistance. So again, at this time, looking for the next possible entry up near $50 over on LCID. So LCID, nice big spike, nice big move so far. Big rip, big climb. I would look for $50 resistance being next if that is going to be the next area of resistance. So right now, traders, let's see again. Watch to see how much higher this play can get up towards. That was a trade. Again, I got in at 38 and I got out 38, got out at 44. So I was in on that play. Guys, no entry yet, but about to get filled here if we come up towards around 50. If we can get in around $50, I will take it. If we can get an entry around $50, I will take
Success.
it. So $50 area, I will look for that possible entry, look for that next possible move, and see what we have over on LCDL. Stock went from $20, ripped all the way up towards around $46. Hey, this is, again, big money trading right now. So, again, we got some big money trading going on at this time. LCDL, massive move, massive run so far. Stock is currently up 110%, $50. Next major resistance line, I'm looking for around 48, 49, 50 for the possible short. So 48, 49, 50 on the possible short here. Now, again, we did just come on up towards, again, 47.72. That was the high so far. So, again, 47.72. Deck, you going to short this back down to 42? Nope. If I don't get filled at the top, I cannot chase this. The worst thing I can do is get FOMO. The worst thing I can do is get emotional. The worst thing I can do is, again, see a red candle and want to short it. Can't short it. As you guys are saying right now. Doesn't have Uber news. LCID, again, talking about working with Uber right now. LCID, again, getting, some attention on it at this moment. Uber, Lucid partner on new robo-taxi, taking on Waymo and, again, Tesla. So this is, again, good news. Like, there's nothing wrong with this news in any sort of way. Also, when we're taking a look over on LCDL, guess what's happening? This is a play at this moment over on LCDL that, again, is not a penny stock. So this play, let me take a step back. Let me take a step back right now. I'm going to cancel my orders. Canceling my orders right here. Now let's start fresh. Let's start fresh at this moment. Because LCDL, what has happened right here? LCDL went from $20, ripped up towards, again, $41. Now, again, I want to break down my trade. I want to talk about my trade right here. My trade that I've made so far here today. Did I make a bad entry? I will say you can go on both sides. Number one, I hit the top resistance. The highest LCDL has ever been. I was looking to see if we were going to have trouble at that area. So where did I get filled? Let's take a look at my P&L together. This play, if we want to go ahead and take a look here, what do we have? I got filled on LCDL at where I believe was a great area. I'm happy with my LCDL order. $37.40, $37.80, $38, $39. I was getting filled right next to $38.50, $39. Now it broke through $39 and it ran on up. Where did I get out of this play? I got out again, 43, 43. So basically, I held this play for a $4 move. $4. This play has ripped at this moment from $20 up towards around $45. It was a $25 spike. I could have kept it for like a $2 maybe, $2.50 maybe. But at the end of the day, again, I'm trading with $150,000. I'm not that upset with this one. Yesterday, a little bit more frustrated because I couldn't really, do anything. Today, I'm actually happy with this trade. I mean, sure, you can look at the result and be like, oh, Dek, you lost money. Again, I shorted this play at its record high, looking for a reversal. I got a little bit of a pop, and it's starting to come back down right now. I'm actually happy with that trade. I'm not happy with the result, don't get me wrong. But again, it's like I would always short it at a record high. Now, again, that's not a penny stock. That's not, again, a micro cap play. But that's a play, again, that I don't think is the worst trade in the world, to be honest. So again, you can have your own opinion. You can have your own subjective opinion. You could say, no, Dek, that sucked, whatever you want. But if I see a stock go on a $25 spike up to its record highs, I'm going to pull the trigger. So for me, I'm not really that upset about it because I followed my game plan and I expected this one to spike and turn back on down. So you can say what you want about that one. I would pull the trigger 100 out of 100 times on it. Not upset that I pulled the trigger. If I lose some money on that play, big whip-de-doo, lost a little bit of money, I know I'll be able to make it back. And again, I'm actually happy with that trade that I just made. So Right now, we do have LCDL. We'll see what we have here next, and we'll go from there. So LCDL, what is going to happen next over on this play? Well, you guys could see right here, this stock is still dropping pretty nicely. What would we want to be looking for on this one? This one came on up. If it comes back on up towards, I would say like $41, you could look for that possible short. So that play here. Now look at the dump all the way back on down. So that one, nice big spike. Look at the dump. You know, essentially what I was looking for is like $40, $39, and then back down to 35. Like that's what I wanted. I wanted to see again the $30 up towards $40, and now look at this thing. Like now look at this thing starting to turn and fall and dump. It's almost like yesterday. Like yesterday I was just a little too early. Same exact thing. It's almost like a little curse. Being too good. We're being too good at our job right here. That again, we're getting in a little too early. I'm getting in a little too early rather than just kind of waiting for that big time spike. So again, LCDL right here. Yes, I took a red. I took a hit. There's no way around that. It's blunt, it's honest, it's transparent, it's in your face. That's what I like to do. But at the same time, guys, I mean, this is the game plan right here. Spike and again, give it all on back. So LCDL starting to come on down here. This play right now, big time rip and run, now starting to drop here a little bit more. If you can ever get a spike back up towards around that, probably old spiking high, it's still going to hold up as resistance. LCDL, if we ever got filled back on up towards around that, 38.50 area, I would actually look for another possible entry. I would probably look for the same entry that I would have, from before. So again, you go ahead, short that there, short that there. If this one ever comes back on up, don't know if it will or not, but I like the entry if it does come back on up here a little bit. So I'm just putting in some entries there. That one I'm not really too upset with. Sure, I lost money, but again, I'm not really that upset with that trade. All right, so I'm going to let LCDL rock on out here for a little bit, see what that play can do next, and then go from there. So right here, traders, this play, let's see what we have here. VLCN, BSLK. Now, again, let's also think about this, though, traders. Let's kind of take a step back here for a moment, all right? Because we also need to be very honest with each other. Over the last 4 weeks, I've been able to turn a $30,000 account into a $50,000 account. Yesterday, we lost $6,000, right? Now, again, we're down $7,000. So again, over the last 2 days now, we have collectively lost, what is that? Somebody $13,000 So while we have turned 30,000 into 50,000, we're still green overall, but we've had 2 trades take away about 2 weeks of work. Now, with that being stated, what has happened here? These have been much bigger trades. This has been 2,000 shares on $20 stocks. So this has been, again, $40,000 investments. $40,000 investments where, again, they move $1, you, again, lose $2,000 or make $2,000. Both of them, I was correct, but both of them, I was just too early. So again, LCDL, I like how this place spiked and dumped. I like that. I was just a little too early. Yesterday, NUWE. I like how this stock spiked and dumped. I was just a little too early. So I feel like maybe when it's a stock that's over $20 or so, I just have to, again, be a little bit more patient. So I can't take this loss and not take anything from it. I cannot take this loss and not learn from it in any sort of way. I need to say, hey, Dek, you're being correct in your thought process, but you're just jumping the gun a little too early. So when next time you see a $20 or $30 ripper, you think it's only going to spike X high, wait for maybe go up to the next level that you believe. Go up to the next level that you think, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for here, right? Looking for maybe that next level, maybe go up a little bit higher than you think on all of these plays. So again, not upset with the way I'm trading it right there. Just want to, again, kind of have those little better entries every now and then. LCDL still trying to pop itself back on up. As I said, I will look to get filled right around that, $38, $39, $40 mark still. So if we get filled a little bit above the VWAP right next to $40, I will look for a little bit of an entry and go ahead and see that one short back on down. PR11 saying, Deck, I love watching and learning from you. One question I have is, why did you buy or why did you get out so quickly? If you just waited 5 minutes, it would have came back on down. Now, again, I know you're saying I'm just learning. It's an honest question. It's a great question. So basically, right now, right, PR11 is asking, Deck, you were correct on your trade. If you just waited, you would have made more money. Now, again, what's the issue with that? What's the issue with that? Basically that idea is that, unfortunately, in real time, in the exact moment, right, in the exact second of me trading stocks, I don't know if it's going to come back on down. I could just be wrong. If I'm in at the price of, let's say, $40, right, and all of a sudden the stock's at 41, 42, 43, in the present moment, I'm down and the stock is going up. Guess what? We could possibly see this play continue to go up higher and higher and higher. It could go up to 46, 47, and maybe it goes up to 48, 49. Again, unfortunately, I cannot tell you what exactly is going to be happening in the future, right? So I want to make sure, again, we are only just being as smart as we possibly can. So you had a game plan. It didn't work out. I had to cut out and I had to move on. Traders, getting ready for my next possible entry. I will get filled on this play, as I said, if it can pop on up a little bit above the VWAP and, again, get some entries on this play. So I will look to get filled. Where at? See this lower shadow right here? Lower shadow, $39. Lower shadow, $39.50. Right next to $40 resistance. I am going to start getting filled right next to the VWAP, and in case you get a little bit of a pop at the VWAP. So I'm actually going to look to try to make some money back here. I'm going to look to try to make some money back. I'm going to look to try to get filled again. As, again, the stock spiked on up, came back on down, going to get a little bit of a pop on up, and I'm going to see if I can get filled as the stock moves its way on up towards, again, like 38.75, up towards around 39.50, reverse back on down and start getting a little bit of weakness. So I am going to give it another chance here. I am going to give it another, idea to see, can I get filled as we come up towards around that, $40 mark once again, hit some of these old areas of resistance, old areas of trouble, and then get a little bit of a fade. So again, all I can do, as I always say, is stick to my game plan. Now, I'm back in on this play here. I'm back in 1,700 shares, the amount that I started with. I have a cost basis right now of $39.16. Deck, where's the stop loss? What's the game plan? What's the idea? The idea is this stock just went from $20 and spiked up to $47. The idea is this stock just went from $48 and crashed back down to $32. The idea is I am not going to chase the bottom. I will only I'm only going to enter back up near tops. Now, where are going to be tops? Tops are going to be where old resistance is at, aka VWAP resistance, aka old areas of consolidation, aka areas where, again, I see trouble. I see trouble at lower shadows. I see trouble at old highs. I will get out of this play if it starts going back above probably 41.50. So again, at this moment, I'm in on this play at, again, 1,700 shares. Cost basis $39.16, which is, again, right next to some strong resistance. I'm down an additional $800. I'm going to place my stop loss at this time right around let's just say $42 right here. And I will get out once again if, again, I am incorrect. But I want to give it some time. Give it some time to see if we're going to fade back underneath the VWAP. Give it some time to see if we're going to get some weakness. And give it some time to say, hey, you know what? Let's see what happens here. So, in on this play, looking to see if we get that reversal, see if we get that drop. If I'm wrong, get out, move on. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, Deck, what if it keeps going up higher? Or what if if you keep on holding in 20 minutes, by the end of the day, it's going to be back on down. I just can't take those risks. So I'm giving it a little bit of time here. See if we can reverse back on down. See if $40 can hold up as resistance. See if we can get, a drop on the bids. See if this consolidation area is going to hold. But traders, I want you guys to understand something. I am investing big money here. I'm investing big cash, real money, real trades in front of you. If I want to make big money, you do have to invest big money, right? That's just the way trading works. If you want to make big money, you have to invest big money. So the thing is, when you're saying, oh, Deck, you're down $2,000. Oh, Deck, you're down $3,000. When you're investing $70,000, is $2,000 really, again, that much? The answer is, not really, no. Right? When you're investing 70 grand into a play, you need to understand it more about percentages. So if I have $100,000 and I'm down $2,000, it's a 2% loss, a 2% trade. I'm looking for 10%. Guys, I went back to the big account to try to make, again, big money, to try to show you, again, full-time trading. There will be days that I lose $6,000 in a day, but there will be days that I win $6,000, win $10,000, win $15,000. That's what I want as well. Right now, traders, stocks again going on up. Guys, we just had a big crash on down to the VWAP. Unfortunately, it's going on up. My stop loss is about to be hit. Let's see here. Gonna have to move on from this play here momentarily. Got to get out. Got to get out. Traders, I need a reset. I need a full reset right here. Woosa, woosa, woosa. I need a full reset at this moment. So again, LCDL out of that play. Can't again hold it. Can't hold it. So what am I going to do here? I got to think right now. I got to get myself back to, again, the basics at this moment. I got to take a little step back here. I need to, again, figure this out. Yesterday took a loss. Today took a loss. Not fun in either way. Got to be transparent, though. If I show my wins, I got to show my losses. That's just the way it works. What I think I need to do is I need to avoid right now, at least, these $40 trades. Yesterday, I lost on a $23 trade. Today, I lost on a $40 trade. I think I need to stick to sub $10, $15 and get a flow going again. Would you guys agree? That's where I think I'm at. I think I'm at that it's like, all right, Dek, these $20, $30, $40 trades, they're doing more than what we're used to. These $20, $30, $40 trades aren't just spiking and dumping on down. These $30, $40 trades are looking a little too credible, a little too legit, as in like moving away back on up. I can't do that. So I think I need to reset. Reset by going back to the basics right here. Because again, I need to make sure I'm being a smart trader. I need to make sure I'm doing things right. So yep, no forcing at this moment here, traders. I'm done with LCDL. I don't care what it does the rest of the day. Can't touch it. So, yep, that's what I got to do at this time, I think. I think I got to go back to, again, go back to me. Go back to my trading strategy. Dek, these are mid caps. Go back to, again, small caps. Go back to the smaller plays. Go back to the plays that are a little bit weaker here. That's what I think I got to focus on. So right here, traders, if you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Right now, traders, as always, I am here to teach you everything I possibly can. That's, again, showing you how to win. That's, again, showing you guys how to lose. Not teaching you how to lose, but how I handle a loss. Right now here, traders, I've given back a lot of my gains. It's not fun. It's unfortunate. I don't want to give back my gains in any sort of way. Sometimes that happens in trading. Now, again, what can I do? I have two options right now. I can either cry, which isn't a good look for me, or, again, I could be able to take a step back and figure out what I can do moving forward. Now, moving forward here, traders, we have, again, giving back a lot of the gains that I have made over the last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. It's not like I'm down. I'm just kind of back to where I started. So now I got to be able to say, all right, what can I do to push forward? What can I do to be able to bounce back? How can I, again, be able to have a full reset and be able to move forward here? I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I can touch these $20, $30, $40 trades. They're just not doing what I think they're going to do. So I'm going to get this off my watch list right here. $20, $30 trades, don't want to touch it, right? BSLK right here, that's something that's a little bit more in my wheelhouse. That's something I like a little bit more. Giovanni, Dek, use the prop account for a week, get the Mojo back, and a risk entry fee. I agree. I like that. But I do think, right now, it's important that for myself, let's go with, stay in what I know, that $0 to $10 area, and go from there. Now, I know, again, a lot of people always say this question, Dek, how are you not super upset? How are you not super upset, taking losses? Because, again, the thing is, I'm up so much in the stock market. Yes, it's never fun. I'm just being open and honest with you guys. It's never fun to lose. It's not. Right now, I'm upset that I lost. But at the same time, it is, again, all part of the game. Now, do I want anyone taking a $10,000 hit? Not at all. But at the same time, I do want you guys to realize that once you get your account to certain levels, you're going to see big wins. And again, big losses at times as well, but we just got to minimize it. And I think the last 2 days have just done a little bit of a shitty job minimizing the losses that I want, right? So, can't get too crazy there. XXIIWINT. Guys, VLCN. Look at VLCN. Dek, you're going to go? No. I have learned my lesson. I think the worst thing I can do right now is jumping on VLCN, right? A stock that goes from $26 up to $47 and then just blow all my money. That's the worst thing I can do. I have learned my lesson. on, again, stocks like this. Stocks that are, again, are going from, look at this, $10 up to $42, $43. Look at these plays right now. The worst thing I can do, I think, is blow my money on a stock like VLCN. Take a look at VLCN right now here, traders. So look at this thing go. VLCN is absolutely ripping at this moment. VLCN has gone from $26 up to $56. What the heck just came out on VLCN? VLCN traders, what the heck just happened right here? Announces $500 million into Bitcoin. Traders, that's pretty nuts. I mean, they are putting $500 million over into Bitcoin right here. So VLCN, unfortunately, not going to touch that one right now, but this thing just spiked up an insane amount. And I cannot short that one, as you guys know. I just can't. Because these aren't penny stocks right now, right? These are not penny stocks. These are, again, legitimate companies. And as they're legitimate companies here, they're just holding up too well. So VLCN, pretty crazy spike, $55. I mean, that just went from $55 all the way back down to $41. I mean, as fast as that stock just went on up is as fast that stock just came back on down. Now, that's what I like. I usually like those type of moves. As fast as you go on up is as fast as you come back on down. I like those type of moves. At the same time, traders, we do just have to be careful because guess what? I cannot take any unnecessary losses here. I need to, again, kind of take a little reset, start fresh, go from there. Guys, look at this dump. Look at this dump over on VLCN. Is VLCN going to be a stock that's just going to give everything right on back? Is VLCN going to be like that? That's what I want. When I take a look over on VLCN, that's like the type of play where I'm like, wow, that's amazing. To see VLCN, go on that rip, go on that run, and then kind of just give everything right on back there. PR Trader, hey, Dek, again, you could still trade these bigger plays, but again, just keep it the same sizing. Keep it $5,000, $10,000 up. Absolutely. News on LCDL was LCDL has a partnership with Uber, I believe. So again, LCDL, it says LCDL, I believe, had a partnership with Uber, Lucid, and that's kind of what brought in the hype and momentum. So that's where a lot of the attention has been going. A lot of the hype's been going. We'll see what we get over on VLCN here. We'll see what we have. We'll see where the buying volume takes us. Traders, awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, what I will say, market's hot. Market's hot. Market's getting crazy. Market's getting wild. One thing, though, I will always say, traders, and I got to be open with you, and I think, again, this separates me from the pack. Win or lose, I want you guys to learn from it. Win or lose, I'm here for you. Win or lose, I want you to grow. Win or lose, I want you guys to see what trading is all about. Win or lose, I want you guys to be able to take every single moment, if that's green and if that's red, for you guys to become better traders, right? I'm not going to hide wins. I'm not going to hide losses. I'm going to be here, blunt, in front of you, trading live and being transparent, doing my real money and doing everything right in front of you. So, traders, not upset with my trade today. Didn't win the way I wanted to. Got to definitely take a little bit of a step back and just reevaluate and go from there. That happens in trading. But other than that, everything's going to be live, blunt, in your face, showing you how it's done. And if you have any questions, you guys can ask me. I'm not going to be a person that's going to get upset and turn off the computer. I want to be able to use this time to make you a better trader. So that's what it's all about here. So guys, traders, right now, VLCN, keeping this one on high watch, high alert, and we got to stay focused, got to stay on top of it. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'm going to take about a 5 to 10 minute little breather, get ourselves all set, ready to go. We'll keep our eyes peeled on some of these crazy plays, and I'll obviously look for that next move and next rip. Traders, I love you. I'll see you guys back here in about, 5 to 10 minutes. We'll kick off this day the right way, getting ready to make this cash. I'll see you guys back here soon. Let's do it.
Holiday logging. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports toxic. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. So fool, he a fool with the shit. Told her, don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo.
You are unforgettable. I need to get you alone.
Listen, mania, think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, not let it go. From a mess to the masses. Listen, mania, think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, not to let it go. From a mess to the masses.
I am very, very sneaky. So.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored.
All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window. All the things that she used to bring, all the songs that she used to sing, all the favorite TV shows have gone out the window. Missing you. You become much higher, so high. You become much higher, so high. You become much higher, so high. All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window.
When you call my name, it's like a little breath. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power, just like a breath. You know I'll take you there. G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S, yeah. G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S, yeah.
Baby, got a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again. But is that a good thing? Cause girl, I can't be your man. No, man, I know what's on your brain. You probably hope we never win. Like, is it the real thing? Or is it just a one-night stand? Well, then.
Glamorous, 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 glamorous. Flousy, flousy.
Said Coke 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burn, we can take our turn singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the ball like Cheech and Chong and sell tapes from here to Hong Kong.
I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that nigga poker face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw. Shorty wants some more, she think I seen her keep the leak. I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that nigga poker face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw.
I know someday it'll all turn around because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day.
Dekmar.
I'm out and all the time. I'm out and all the time.
I ain't been getting high, but maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Girl, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I know this, you think that you know shit. All this shade is coming at me, I'm with double dosing. They can't see the vision, boy, they must be out of focus. That's a real hot album, homie, I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit. You're my best view.
Agreement.
Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through? And there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through? All myself, we don't need anyone else. Let our bodies do the talking, let our shadows paint the wall. I want you here in my arms, feel hide away in the dark. Stick your hand in my back pocket, go and let your long hair fall. I want you to myself. Can you come through? And there's one thing I need from you. Can you come?
With a haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
I need your love, I need your touch, I need you right now, I need you right now.
Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. Pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. You ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock. My God told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on no pussy and show up in them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your blood, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta. I just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses, dropping 50 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. You wanna be a rock star.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300
When people come up to me and they say, Deck, I'm just not a good stock trader, there's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Does everyone like stocks? I like stocks. Good morning.
Okay. We got to take a step back here. Okay? We got to take a step back here. Traders, at this moment, nice little 10-minute breather. I was getting a massage, getting my feet massaged by Claire, off on the break here. I want to be able to talk about what we have here. Okay? Let's do some math. Okay? Let's do some math here. Over the last, 4 weeks, we have been able to turn $30,000 into $49,757. Great. Yesterday, we lost $6,900. Today, I have lost, unfortunately, 12 minus 12,113. That puts me up $844 from where I started. Okay. So at the end of the day here, out of this absolute rut, out of this absolute bloodbath that I have been sitting in and have been absolutely taking on, I am currently up $844. Guys, can we get a round of applause for the big guy? Can we get a round of applause? Okay. So traders, we started with 30,000. We got up to 50,000. Now we're back to 30,000. Okay. It's almost like basically I ran a marathon just for them to say you ran before the whistle blew, get back in line. And it's like, okay, time to run another marathon. So what we're going to do at this time, traders, is we technically have not lost any money. We made a shit ton and then lost a shit ton. So now we're back fresh and back started. Now we can start the engines and start doing it the right way. Did everyone enjoy our 4-week warm-up? Did everyone enjoy the 4-week warm-up that we've had? Okay? So that's basically what we have had so far. All right. Back, fresh. Let's get ready to go. Okay. Now, what have I learned over the last 2 days? Where am I at this moment? What do I need to understand? What do I need to do? Well, when we go ahead and we figure this on out here, traders, we want to think about Sean Dekmar, okay? This is Sean Dekmar right here. This man right here at this time, this is me, okay? Okay, Sean Dekmar at this time here, traders. That's me. What is Sean Dekmar good at doing? Sean Dekmar is very good at shorting stocks. Now, what is his strategy based off of? His strategy is basing off of shorting bad companies. He shorts bad companies that aren't good. Now, what are bad companies? Bad companies are stocks that are usually $10 and below. $10 below stocks are bad companies. Stocks that usually do not hold up their gains. They are stocks that are usually $3 to $4 that end up spiking that are going to give all of its gains on back. Now, why has Sean Dekmar lost his money in the last 2 to 3 days? Because he has messed up in this aspect. He is not shorting bad companies. He is not shorting $10 and below stocks. He is shorting stocks that actually have good, credible news. So LCDL came out with a partnership with Uber. That's a good, credible press release. While we did have a great dump, it went higher than expected. Why did it go higher than expected? Because the stock has good news. Same exact thing if we want to take a look at VLCN. VLCN, I did not short this play. You can see there is still a massive shorting opportunity, but it's always a little higher than expected. So the thing is, what do I need to do? What do I need to do at this moment, right? You need to again, or I need to essentially say, hey, Dek, you have your niche, but you have to stick with this niche. And the niche that you... There we go. I'm going to wait for this to reconnect here for a second. I know I lost you there for a second. I think we're all back. Just a little heads on up. I know, again, I lost you there for a second. Can I get a little thumbs on up if you guys hear me, if we're back ready to go? I know we just glitched there for a moment. Can I get a good old Dekmar trades? Just so I know you're back with me. I know we just had a small little glitch right there. I saw it. But now, again, it should be stable and everything should be good and rocking and rolling. All right. So, what I want to, again, throw out there is I got to stick with the sub $10 place. Okay? Sub 10, sub 12, sub 13. That's what I got to do. That's, again, my ideas. Those are my strategies. That's where, again, I'm good at. So, traders, am I going to be alerting different plays to you today? Absolutely. I will probably say this, though. I'm just being honest with you. Probably not going to trade the rest of the day today. The reason why is, again, you know why. I'm down in the red. I basically gave back my gains that I've worked for the past 3 weeks. Now, the good news is what? As I said, because I have been a great trader, is that I'm giving back what I made. It's not, okay, I saved up for the last 12 years of my life and I just lost all my money. I, again, made money, gave those gains back. We are exactly where we started. We're exactly where we started. So the thing is, it's only up from here now. But I will say, traders, I'm probably going to be a little hesitant here. Make sure, again, I'm waiting for good plays. Make sure I'm getting back into my flow. Make sure I'm getting back into my plays here. Now, what else am I going to do to probably help myself, get back into my flow as well? Is, again, take stocks with basically no risk. Where can I do that, guys? Over on my prop firm. My prop firm, traders, is, again, I don't have to worry about too much on risk. I don't have to worry about losing any real money on the prop firm. So I might take today and tomorrow to go ahead, get my mojo back, make sure my entries are right, make sure my exits are back, and again, go ahead and still make money, but on the prop firm where I can't lose money. So again, that's a little thing that I always like to do as well, traders. If you feel like you're maybe, again, okay, I had 1 or 2 or 3 red days in a row, let me do something where I don't have to worry about losing real money. And again, that's where we have a prop firm here. Prop firm, I don't have to worry about losing $1 real. Guys, I could lose, again, $5,000 of fake money. And you know what? As long as I don't lose $12,000, I don't have to rebuy, again, a prop firm. But again, if I make money on the prop firm, then again, I actually make money. If I lose money, again, it's fake money. It does not matter. It's not real. So the thing is, it's great to, again, be able to trade the prop firm as well, because the prop firm is going to allow us to still make money with only, again, the $200 risk that we put in to be able to buy it, right? So that we are all set, ready to rock and roll here. So right now, traders, VLCN, making our eyes staying alert on this. BSLK, also getting a little bit of a rip and run. Now let's get down to business here. Let's talk about the best plays of today. Let's talk about the best stocks of today, right? Let's make sure that we are all set, ready to rock and roll. All right? I want to make sure, that we are all good, ready to get after it, ready to see where, again, this buying volume takes us. Okay, at this moment, let's head on over to Fox Runner. Let's get ourselves completely aware here. So what we have right now at this moment is these are, again, Thursday's watch list. everything you need to know. Now, what does Thursday's watch list consist of? It says 2 major stocks to watch, LCDL, VLCN, right? Those are basically the 2 main plays, right? If we want to take a look, LCDL, and we take a look over on the supply, this is one of the top plays that we want to be focusing on. LCDL, VLCN. These are the 2 plays that are moving, the 2 plays that are ripping, the 2 plays that have the hype. Now, LCDL had a good, credible press release here today. It says LCDL, Uber, and Lucid partner on new robo-taxi service. So basically, we have Lucid Motors working now with Uber, taking on Waymo, taking on these other, again, self-driving, taxi services. That's a good company. Like, Lucid is a good company working with Uber now. Like, that's a good partnership. That's a good press release, which is why this went on such a big spike. It went from $20, ripped and run to $48, did dump back on down, spiked back on up, starting to dump back on down. Same exact thing with VLCN. VLCN is not holding that well, but you guys can see VLCN announces over $500,000 private placement into a Bitcoin treasury. So not $500,000, $500 million into Bitcoin. That's really been like the trend of today, as we know. The trend of today, when I mean today, I'm not talking about just today, I'm talking about the last week, I'm talking about 2025, I'm talking about absolutely everything, is we have been seeing any company that says we're investing our profits into Bitcoin, we're putting this, it seems like Bitcoin is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than ever, right? Now, again, the thing is, traders, I am not a Bitcoin hater. I'm not. I like Bitcoin. I do. I like Bitcoin. I like crypto. I do. I like it a lot. I also still get very fearful at times. Why do I get fearful at times? It's just because if you want to think about it in the grand scheme of things, it is still relatively new, right? And I do feel like, again, like, is there ever going to be a point that, all of a sudden Bitcoin turns and dumps? I mean, hey, we had the big one in 2022. 2022, Bitcoin went all the way from what price? From 76,000, I think it was, all the way down towards 15,000. That's pretty crazy to think about. And now, again, Bitcoin's all the way up towards 118,000. Now, is Bitcoin one day going to be worth $1 million? I will say yes, it will. At one day, it will be. Now, again, when will that one day be? Maybe 10 years from now? Maybe 5 years from now, right? But I do think it will get to $1 million. But I also do think with something that's relatively new, something that's relatively volatile, something that goes through cycles, you do need to be aware that there will be strong pullbacks. When, again, the market drops, when the S&P drops, we do see Bitcoin drop as well. I have no problem in any way if people, again, want to ever invest into Bitcoin. Do it. I think it's a great investment. Just always understand market cycles. Oh, I would never suggest, even again for a long-term investment, buying it at the very high. Wait for a little pullback. Wait for a little dip. Wait for anywhere that's not the exact highest point. But I know, again, in 2025, we have a lot of Bitcoin hype. We have a lot of Bitcoin attention. We have Trump in office, pro-crypto. We have, again, Bitcoin stablecoin legislation laws going through. We have penny stocks that are spiking off of Bitcoin press releases. We have, again, a lot of companies taking all their profits and putting it into Bitcoin. MicroStrategy started this theme, started this idea where, again, you can be a company on the stock market and say, hey, everyone, we don't care about our earnings reports. We don't care about our press releases. We do not care about our partnerships. We are going to take all of our money and we're going to put it into Bitcoin. And that's why you buy MSTR. MSTR do not care about our company. We take all our company's money and we put it into Bitcoin. And that's it, right? That's all they do. And people do not care about MicroStrategy as a company. They see it as a different outlook and different outlet to be able to invest into Bitcoin. It doesn't follow it exactly, but again, it follows it in that manner. Now, how often have we seen press releases now of companies that say, we're taking all of our money and we're just putting it into Bitcoin? And now, again, they're trying to turn into, oh, wow, well, a lot of investors might just buy our company now because they also like Bitcoin. So it's almost like this whole entire thing of 2025 has been the theme of, if you are a company and you have spare funds, or if you're a failing company and you have funds left, let's just take all of it and put it into Bitcoin and hopefully get investors to buy into our stock because of that. And it's been working. It has been. It has been working where companies are going crazy and going on big rips and big runs and big pops and big climbs. But at the same time, right, is there a downside that could come from this? Is there a downside from all of these companies taking all of their money, putting them into Bitcoin and saying, you know what, let's just let this ride. Let's just let this rock. And hopefully, again, people buy our stock because they also like Bitcoin. I mean, we have probably hundreds of companies now that, again, are just pure Bitcoin followers and actually don't even, like, we've seen companies last week say, oh, we're a biopharmaceutical company trying to find the cure to Alzheimer's, but we took all of our money and put it into Bitcoin. Like, so, I mean, I like how there's all this Bitcoin hype and all this Bitcoin attention and all this Bitcoin proness. I like that a lot. But I also, again, get very fearful on how many companies don't actually have any actual credibility anymore. And it's just, oh, yeah, we put everything into Bitcoin to buy us because we're Bitcoin heavy. So, I mean, there's pros, there's cons. But at the same time, guys, it's like that's what's happening right now in the stock market. And it's kind of a very weird time. It is. What else do we have here? So again, LCDL. LCDL here, traders. I will be someone who is very pro, and I mean, I already am very pro self-driving vehicles. Okay? And I know the market's going to open up here in about 3 minutes, guys, but I just want to kind of talk about this for a little bit. I am very pro self-driving autonomous vehicles. I want it. I want it here. I'm going to buy one. I would love to be able to jump into a car, type where I want to go. A little desk comes on down. I can have my car drive itself and I get some work done. I would love that. I would love to be able to go on out to, let's say, a Jets game. I'm a Jets fan. I know a big loser. And again, I go to the Jets game and maybe I have a good time and I type in where I want to go. It's 10:30 at night. And again, I can fall asleep, drive home. And again, when I get home, the car again wakes me on up and I walk inside. I would love to be able to, again, have the world be a safer place and not have human error, not have people fall asleep behind the wheel, not have people text and drive, not have people run red lights, not have people speed, not have people not pay attention and be able to, again, cause accidents. I would love to be able to have sensors, make it, again, a safer world for absolutely everyone. I would love to be able to increase my productivity and being able to, again, do work done while, again, driving. I would love to be able to, again, turn the chair around and be able to spend time with, again, my family and actually talk and have that, 30, 40, 50 minutes of driving as a conversation time. I would love that. I think that's all absolutely awesome. So again, I do think in the future here, we could easily see stocks like LCDL, Lucid, partnering with Uber become a bigger, again, company. I do think, again, LIDAR, become a bigger company. I do think Aurora, self-driving semi-trucks could be a much bigger company. I can, bet you that there are a lot of people right here saying, oh, I wouldn't drive, again, a self-driving vehicle. That's too dangerous. That's too scary. Guys, I will make a bet in 40 years, I will say there will be more self-driving vehicles than manual driving vehicles. They're not going to ban, again, the fact that you can drive your own car. Sure, do that. But I do think there will be a point that, again, people start converting to, again, a self-driving vehicle just because it'll be easier. Just because, again, sure, you can have your fun car for a weekend, have a manual, have a stick shift and enjoy it. But traders, guess what? If I have an hour drive and I can take a nap, I'm going to do that. If I have an hour drive and I can fold down a desk and be able to get some work done, I would rather do that rather than just sitting here and, again, getting sleepy and drowsy or text. I don't want to do that. So, again, I do think self-driving vehicles, autonomous vehicles are going to be massive in the future, right? And I think Aurora is going to be a massive company. I'm heavily invested in Uber at this time. I think that's going to be very big. Tesla, and again, the robo-taxi, that could be very big. All things going in the future. So I do like, I like LCDL's press release, all right? I do like LCDL today. I do think LCDL is moving on up. I do think, again, this is a one that you guys definitely want to keep your eyes peeled on. I do think that this is a play that can make you guys a lot of money today, or again, just in the future, right? So, I mean, these are all very big ideas here. We have Bitcoin plays, we have crypto plays, we have a lot of hype at this moment. I know the stock market is live right now, traders, but I'm just kind of talking a little bit just because there's a lot of awesome trends that are going on right now. Now, I want to go back over to Fox Runner here for a second, traders, because they really do a great job of always keeping me aware of what are the best plays here on the day. But they put something here earlier, and I kind of want to just keep this party going and talking about, some of these best plays. So, let's keep on going here. This is what I want. So, what we have here, rockets, nuclear, quantum, and more, right? This is a cool little chart right now, right? These are, at this time, things that are happening at this moment and things that could be happening coming up and things that are a little bit farther away. So what's happening right now that's getting a lot of attention and a lot of hype? Well, let's look at the right now section. The right now is AI. AI is a hot sector still. Sure, AI was very hot in 2023, 2024. That was hot, where we saw data centers, we saw chips, semiconductors, AI agents, edge computing. We saw NVIDIA, SMCI. You again even saw AMD. We saw again tons of companies absolutely explode with anything that has to do with AI, right? Right now, we're seeing crypto get very hot. Anything that comes on out with the word Bitcoin goes on a massive spike, massive rip, massive run. We also, again, in early 2025, we saw HIMS, HIMS. You guys remember seeing HIMS go crazy? HIMS, HIMS and HERS. We have been seeing, again, a lot of drug loss, basically drug loss pills to be able to make you skinnier. Or weight loss, not drug loss, excuse me. Weight loss, be able to, again, help you get skinnier and get more fit. That's been something that's been popping on off. And then, of course, self-driving vehicles. These are all happening right now. And obviously, one of these can be able to take on off and be able to kind of turn into a very hot trend. Because while in 2023, 2024, we did have AI kind of like bolster over everything. AI's definitely calmed down. I think everyone would agree with that. Sure, it's still a hot topic. People talk about it. But it's definitely calmed down. NVIDIA is at all-time highs right now. That's great. But it's not as crazy as it once was. Right now, crypto is getting a little bit more crazy. But what's coming up maybe soon? Soon, nuclear stocks, right? Nuclear plays, guys. We've seen a lot of nuclear plays do well, haven't we? Let's take a look. OKLO. Look at OKLO. Nuclear play. That's been doing hot. BWXT. BWXT, nuclear. That's been, again, getting very hot, right? Wearables, smart glasses, right? Who's probably the leader in smart glasses? Probably Meta. Meta, that's been very hot. Again, they're trying to make glasses, again, that you could be able to have like holograms and all this different stuff, right? Aircrafts, self-driving vehicles. I'm not as big as this. Robotics. We have heard from, again, from the NVIDIA CEO, right? Jensen Huang, I think his name is. What do we have here? Robotics. Robotics could be massive. If that's humanoids, if that's just, maybe just upgrades in robotics, if it's not just humans, it could be, again, multiple different robotics, even just like warehouse robots that are moving boxes around. And then, of course, what do we have in the future? We do have, again, quantum computing. We have the space race, right? Quantum computing, IONQ, that's, again, been moving itself on up. We have RGTI. That's been moving itself on up. The space race, Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab, guys, is exploding. Yes, guys, I don't want to say it. You guys are going to make me say it right here. Rocket Lab is rocketing up to the moon. It's, again, spacing. It's going nuts, right? So, again, space stocks have been very hot. So, I just love how you can always kind of find hot trends. Yes, stock trading a lot of times is by finding, again, great fundamentals of companies. Stock trading a lot of times is finding great investments. Stock trading is, again, following, again, what has a great PE ratio, all of that. But sometimes stock trading is about what's currently hot, right? What's hot, even if it's a little ridiculous. You could say, Dek, I think space stocks are stupid. That's fine. But that's what's hot right now. It's almost like, again, the stock market, if you want to think about it, it's almost like a group of teenagers that are extremely emotional that just follow whatever is the coolest trend at this moment. Let's have an example here. Let's have an analogy. Let's imagine that there is the super coolest kid in high school, and his name is Blake. Blake is the coolest kid ever. And everyone says, whatever Blake does, I want to do. And one day, Blake shows on up wearing yellow polka-dotted pants in school. Guess what? Everyone goes out and starts buying yellow polka-dotted pants. Right? That's what happens in high school sometimes. That's what happens in the world sometimes. All of a sudden, some TikTok trend starts happening, and everyone does it no matter how stupid you look. People just want to do it because that's the cool thing to do. The same exact thing in stocks. Sometimes you might say, hey, Dek, I don't care whatsoever about, let's go back into 2021 GameStop. You can say, oh, I don't care about that. But the thing is, guess what? GameStop was cool. I'm buying GameStop. You buy GameStop. Everyone buys GameStop. Yeah, let's be apes. Let's again be monkeys. Let's again do this. Let's eat bananas. Right? And everyone bought GameStop and went crazy. Sometimes, even if you're saying, oh, I don't want to follow the trend, you still want to be aware of what the trend is. You still want to be aware of what could be happening here. So, you guys do have nuclear plays. Very hot. Space stocks, very hot. Quantum plays, very hot. Battery stock, drone stocks, crypto stocks, robotic stocks, software stocks, health stocks, rare earth material stocks, stocks from China, stocks from AVs, right? These are all different ideas for you, right? So again, all different ideas, all different, different plays here. Just want to make sure that you guys are all set and aware of every single one of these. I also do like checking to just always see, what Nancy Pelosi is getting herself involved in. Just because, again, Nancy always gets involved in a lot of things. Right now, her most recent order, as you guys know, is she bought AVGO, about $1 million to $5 million worth of AVGO. So AVGO right here, this is one of those plays. Definitely has gotten a lot of hype. Definitely has gotten a lot of attention. AVGO slowly again working itself on up. So again, think outside the box. And I know again right now the stock market's open, but I just want you guys to be aware to kind of think outside the box a little bit. And don't again be so in, because I will say right now, probably my number one biggest mistake. I'm going to say my number one biggest mistake in investing. You guys want to hear it? And it's true. The number one biggest mistake I've ever had. Number one worst thing I've ever done. Can you guys guess what it is? The worst thing I've ever done in my stock trading career has been not trading with an open mind by understanding the opposite side. From me being self-centered and saying that's idea stupid, I don't want to invest my money into it. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what I think is stupid at this point. I might think something stupid. If hundreds of millions of other people don't think it's stupid, it's a moneymaker. For example, let's just go back to a few different things. Number one, go back to 2021. GameStop. Oh, Wall Street bets. Hey, we're the ape army. Hey, you could say, oh, GameStop's stupid. I don't want to get involved into it. There's hundreds of millions of people who do want to get involved into it. They're making money. Let's go back to NFTs, Bored Apes. Remember that? The pictures of monkeys that, again, led to, again, you bought it for $4,000. 6 months later, they were $1 million. You might say, I would never spend $4,000 on a picture of a monkey or a penguin or any of this. 6 months go by. Guess what? They're worth $1 million. Guys, someone purchasing $1 million picture from me, hey, that ain't too stupid anymore, is it? Absolutely not. Guess what? In 2012, my friend Jeremy came up to me in 2012, and he said, Sean, buy Bitcoin. In 2012, I was a senior in high school at the time. I remember it was during, again, cafeteria. It was like 11:20. That's the time we had lunch. And I was walking out with my tray. Probably had like a salad and maybe like some disgusting roast beef or something like that. And again, Jeremy came on up and he like put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, Sean, he's all out of breath. I don't know why he was out of breath, but he's like, you got to buy Bitcoin. And I said, I don't even know what that is. And he said, it's, I'm on, he was always on like the dark web. He always loved doing that stuff, going on the dark web, going on like tor.onion. You guys know what I'm talking about? He'd be like, you got to buy Bitcoin. It's going to be huge. And I just said, get off me, man. I'm trying to eat my cafeteria roast beef. And I walked on down. He walked over to somewhere else, telling someone else to buy Bitcoin. But I just sat down there, forgot about it. 4 or 5 years go by, 2016, 2017, Bitcoin starts getting a little bit more hype. Guess what I start thinking to myself? This again. Oh, yeah, I remember again, Jeremy told me about this back in 2012. 2012, guys, it was less than $1. Then again, it started going up towards whatever, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. And I was like, this is still pretty stupid, right? 2021 comes around. Starts going up to $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. And then I start saying, man, maybe it's not so stupid. Maybe, again, I was in the wrong. Maybe, again, I was, again, just being conceited. Maybe I was being self-centered. Maybe I was, again, not thinking outside the box. Then, again, I didn't think outside the box with GameStop. I didn't think outside the box with NFTs. I didn't think outside the box with whatever, right? You have to, again, get outside. So whenever I see, if someone says, Dek, I love space stocks, I try to see from their perspective. If someone says, Dek, I like quantum computing, I try to see it from their perspective. I try to think not just how am I viewing the play, how big is that following? How big is that group? Hey, Dek, I love AI, right? AI. Oh, Dek, I think AI is stupid, right? AI is not even real. Like AI, what is AI, right? You could say that. But again, in 2023, 2024, guess what? Hundreds of millions of dollars were made through AI. So whatever, again, when we're talking about these upcoming trends and you start saying to yourself, oh, hey, what is it going to be next? You just have to be able to say to yourself, right? Okay, hey, could there be a big play here coming up next, right? So very big, very important. Always got to be thinking about those plays so that you guys are all good. Make sense? Also, Dek, you going to trade here today? I already traded 3 times on the day. I am in the red. I am done on the day. I am not trading today. I'm not trading most likely till Monday. Because, again, I gave back my gains from the last 3 weeks. So, I most likely, guys, I'm just being open and honest. I'm taking a full, fresh restart right here. Where, again, I made a ton of money, and I lost that money. I'm taking a step back, getting my strategy right, trading over on the prop firm, making sure I'm doing everything that I need to do right. So again, just a little heads up. Obviously, you guys can rewatch the live stream, see my 3 trades that I already made today, making sure I'm doing things the correct way and putting myself in the best positions possible. Now, also traders, one way that I love to get better, one way that I absolutely love to get better is, again, by trading my prop firm, right? It's not my prop firm. I don't have any ownership in any sort of way on this. But again, I've talked about this before. If you want to trade where you only really have upside, your risk is whatever you pay for your test, $200, $300, prop firm trading is awesome. So again, make sure you guys go check that on out. If again, if you guys want to be able to trade prop firms, you get paid or you get funded accounts so that you guys are all set, ready to go. So again, you guys can easily get funded. Go ahead, check it on out so that you guys are all good, ready to go, and ready to rock. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely awesome. Also, traders, I do want to always just give a massive shout out to, again, Cobra Trading. Is everyone here signed up with Cobra? I just want to make sure. Did everyone here at least fill out the application? Is every single person all set for whenever you guys do get filled with Cobra? If you guys have not yet, every single person, go fill out that application. It's literally free. And the reason why I stress this so hard is even if you don't have the funds right now, at least lock this in. So whenever you guys do, you guys have the best broker. You guys are getting 50% off commissions for life, and you guys are getting free software. So even if you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't have $25,000 right now, at least lock this in. Just put your name, email, phone number, lock it in. Boom, I'm all set. Lock it in. So again, whenever you have it in the future, you're all good because that deal isn't going to last. So again, at least just make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock. All right. And that's why I stress this so much, just because I want to give you guys things. I do work hard trying to make you guys or help you guys save money. I try to make sure, again, you guys are using the best equipment, and I try to reach out to CEOs to get deals. And I just want you guys to use those deals because it's going to be extremely helpful. All right. Save your money. Donnie donations. Cobra has been great. Opened up many doors on their communication. Great. Thank you. Hey, I love to hear that. So again, guys, people always think like I own these things. Do I own Cobra? No, I don't own Cobra in any way. I have zero equity into Cobra. I just think they're an amazing broker. They have been incredible. They've had shorts. They've made my trading 10 times easier. Same exact thing with Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas, guys, they make my trading easier. Fox Runner, it makes my trading easier, right? I just want to make sure that you guys all understand that. So I want to always help you guys on out with everything I can do. Make you guys better. Help you guys grow. VLCN here. VLCN still trying to stay alive. Anything going nuts right now? XXI, WINT, BSLK, LUNR. Guys, look at LUNR. Someone give me tell me right now what's significant about LUNR? Who knows? What's significant? It's a space stock. Lunar. It's a space stock, guys. LUNR. Now, the leader, just a little heads on up. Leader of space stocks is Rocket Lab. That's the leader of space stocks. Now, I believe they went over this the other day here. Let me go back to this. I believe it was on Tuesday, I want to say, where they were talking about space stocks here over on Fox Runner. Maybe it was on Monday. Well, simply enough, I don't know what day it was, but simply enough, guys, I do just want you guys to be aware that space stocks here, just like every play, I keep scrolling down. I think it might be here. No, it's not. Space stocks are not about going to the moon. That's not what space stocks are about. Space stocks are simply enough just about what company is going to be able to launch satellites into space. Okay? So just a little heads on up. When you hear about space stocks and Rocket Lab and all these companies, there are at this time 5,000 satellites in space. 5,000. There's a ton of satellites that are floating all around, right? A lot of these companies nowadays want to have their own private satellites. Now, why? Satellites, guys, guess what? How does your phone working? Through a satellite. How's the GPS working? Through a satellite. How are a lot of servers and your internet and things like that? How are people connected? Through satellites. What about these trillion-dollar companies? These multi-billion-dollar Fortune 500 companies? They're saying to themselves, we pay a lot of money to be able to have this or have that or have this. Let's just launch our own satellite and let's own it. So what's actually happening in the future here, or what's starting to happen, is companies are paying. There we go. Got it. Companies are paying money to say, can you launch our satellite into orbit? Yeah, we want to have our own server. We don't want to share our data. We don't want to, again, have people knowing what's going on. We want to have our privacy. So guess what Rocket Lab does? Rocket Lab, just like SpaceX, is again working on building rockets that can launch satellites into space and be able to work for private companies or public companies to be able to have their own satellites. So that's why Rocket Lab is doing so well. It's not about first one to land on a meteorite. It's not about the first one to land on Mars. It's not about that at all. It's not about the first one to find aliens. It's who can launch rockets into space. That's all it is. And that's why Rocket Lab's been going crazy. Rocket Lab has been going crazy. We discovered Rocket Lab, I think, around what price, guys? What price have we started talking about Rocket Lab? I started talking about Rocket Lab, I want to say, at like $7. $7 is when I started talking about Rocket Lab, right? It was like last August we started bringing up Rocket Lab. So that one has been pretty nuts there. VLCN right here. Stock's gone from $26 up to $60. VLCN traders, we know the press release. What's so good about this press release? It just simply enough comes on down to VLCN did come out with a $500 million investment into Bitcoin. Every single cryptocurrency trader is buying VLCN today. Every single Bitcoin lover is buying VLCN today. Every single person who wasn't aware, saying, "Oh wow, VLCN, Bitcoin. Oh yeah, $500 million. I'm now buying." It's almost like you buy Bitcoin, you get the Bitcoin crowd on your side. VLCN went from $9 to $60 now because again they're involved in Bitcoin. So that's why these plays are again just going so well. All right, here, traders. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely awesome. Big day so far. As I said, guys, I already traded 3 times today. I did lose today. So at this moment, traders, I'm just sitting back, waiting, staying smart. I want to be able to help you guys on out. I want to be able to alert plays to you, make sure that you guys are being smart and making sure you guys are becoming the best traders that you guys can possibly be. Absolutely great job. Absolutely great work for everyone. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Let's take a quick little lookie right here. Right now, guys, for all our big golf fans. Right now, here's the leaderboard over the Open. Got the Open going right now. Hopefully, again, your bets are hitting. Hopefully, again, you guys are all set. I have, at this moment, traders, I have Aberg is my bet. I have Aberg, $200 I put on. Ludwig Oberg to win $200 to pay out $8,000. So keep that on watch. Make sure you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. If again on Monday, if Ludwig, let's make a deal. On Monday, if Ludwig wins, I will give $500 to one person who's watching right now. Let's share the love a little bit. So that's gonna help you guys again root for Oberg a little bit. Put a little bit more positive vibes out there. Put in $200. If he comes in first, I get $8,000. I'll give $500 to one person in chat who's watching right now if that happens. So let's go, Ludwig! VLCN, a little bit of hype at this moment. Andres saying, Deck, do you go live every day? Absolutely. Every single day I am live over on Tradecaster.com. Every single day I am live over on Tradecaster. And you'll be all set, ready to rock and roll. Now, traders, what if I said that, again, unfortunately, some people just don't believe me. Some people don't believe me on this. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are dropping the membership price here very soon. I don't want to give away any 2 dates. I'm not going to say how much it's going to drop, but we are dropping the membership price here coming on up. Now, again, why am I doing that? Because I do not care. I do not want to charge you guys $174 a month. I think it's too much money. I think it's too much. I think, again, that's being too greedy. I don't think, again, that's what it should be. So the thing is, we are going to be dropping it down. We are going to make it more affordable. I want you guys saving your money. I want you guys putting that money towards trades. I want to be a person. I want to be a mentor here that's saying, hey, you know what? Deck, he's more than fair. He's more than reasonable, and he always goes the extra mile. He trades live in front of us. He shows us his trades. He talks about his trades. He does everything. He answers questions. He shows up every single day. That's what I want to do. So the thing is, I don't want to, again, have that much. I don't want to be charging that much. As you guys know, I've made major changes on TradeCaster. We have gotten rid of all the other streamers over on TradeCaster, so it is more focused on me here. We have our video library. I am trading live. I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go, get after it. So we are changing the format of it a bit. I'm changing the price. It's not just a one-day sale. It's going to be a change in price forever for every single person. I want to make sure that you guys are all good. So I want to go the extra mile for you guys. Let me ask you guys this right now. And I'll even ask people on YouTube right here. Realistically, what would you say? And I'm open. Realistically, what would you guys want the price of TradeCaster to be every single month? And I'm taking what you guys say right now into strong consideration. What would be where you would say, Dek, I think, again, this is how much you provide. I think this is more than fair. I think this would be absolutely awesome, and I'll be here forever if you do this. Tell me. I want to make sure I hit that, or again, be around that, or even exceed that. What price do you every month for me live streaming every single day, showing up, giving alerts, helping you on out, being able to answer? What is the price that is, again, your perfect number? And whatever you say right now, again, I want to take into deep consideration, and I want to make sure that that is happening. So I am happy to hear it from you. I am happy to be able to, again, take everything you say into consideration, guys, because I'm changing it. 75, 75, 75, 70, 80, 90 to 100, 75, 75. Okay. Claire, can you get that? Can you get that nice pen? Can you get that nice pen? Write some stuff down. 75. 90. $50 is too low. $100 is way more reasonable for what you offer. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. So, guys, absolutely. Again, I know, me getting rid of the other streamers as well. I want to be able to bring the cost down also. I just want to be fair to you guys, you know? I want to be fair to you. I want to make sure everyone is, again, understanding. So, absolutely, it's coming. Don't you worry. It is all coming. So, right here, traders, let's see what we have. Let's see where this next rip is going to go. Traders, how is, let's go to LCDL. Was that the crazy one? LCDL dropped on down towards around 36 bucks. $40 is going to be that top resistance area. We do know strong resistance is up towards around that $39 mark. $39 strong resistance. That is not going to be easy to break above. You guys see $39 gets rejected. $39 gets rejected. We want to see, can we get any sort of hype or action or activity? Keep on pushing this play a little bit more and a little bit higher. WINT, no. DPRO, that stock had a press release yesterday. I remember that stock yesterday being alerted over on Fox Runner. Let me actually check that on out. Yesterday, go back to yesterday's news, the 16th. We did have DPRO on it. DPRO, right here. Dragonfly Commander selected a major branch. So it selected a major branch by the U.S. government. So that did get some hype. Also, DDC just came out with a press release. Has to do with Bitcoin. I don't know if you the voice alerts are off on YouTube right here, but a Bitcoin press release did just come out on DDC. That could possibly get a little bit of hype and momentum. Nope, nothing there at this time. VLCN starting to drop a little bit. VLCN starting to get a little bit weaker. So VLCN, not too much at this time. OPAD, no. XXI, no. ABVE, no. DPRO, still the best play right now. BBAI, this play. What do you guys think this stock is going to get up to? Always, whenever you see a stock go from $6 to $7, up near around $7.70, what's an always great starting opportunity? A great starting opportunity is always going to be $8.75. $8.75, then $10. Remember, the main resistance lines that you can always start with on every single penny stock play is going to be $1, $5, $8.75, and $10. $1, $5, $8.75, $10. Those are always going to hold up as natural resistance lines. So again, those are always great starting opportunities, always great starting areas that you guys can focus on, and of course, go from there. Live car code. What software are you using to trade? Cobra is a broker. Yeah, I'm using Cobra to trade. So again, Cobra is what I'm using to be able to trade. Let's see how the market's doing. Maybe again, go after a little bit of like a one-stop prop trade. Nvidia right here. Nvidia getting a little bit of a climb. Now again, get the bearings going over on a nice little, a prop firm trade. Get ourselves back. Get ourselves ripping and running. As I said, I've traded a lot of money. I've traded a lot over the last 3 to 4 weeks here, guys. I am going to take off probably today and tomorrow of trading just because I've gone in the red and I just want a fresh little restart. I think everyone can understand that as well. Saying, all right, yep, Dek again, just went through a little tough little 2 days. He's back to where he started here. No harm, no foul. It's all good. It just comes on down to the pure fact that I want to make sure, again, we're doing everything right, and I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to revenge trade. I don't want to put myself in bad positions. I don't want to chase. I don't want to, again, say, oh, I got to make everything back. I don't. I can just start fresh and, again, make my money on up. So let's, again, check out what we can do over here, see where this buying volume is going to take us. Now, this is probably the hardest part, I think, of trading blue chips. The hardest part of trading blue chips right here is seeing that, again, NVIDIA has gone from $88 to $175. $88 to $175. Now, seeing this spike right here from $88 to $175, it's very hard, for me at least, to buy NVIDIA. And why is it so hard for me to buy NVIDIA? Is because this play right here, traders, what we have at this moment is we're seeing a new record high at the very top, and my shorting expertise always comes in and says, short this, short this, short this. But why wouldn't you want to? It's because it's NVIDIA. It's the #1 most valuable company in the world. Yes, this stock is considered high on the RSI. Yes, it is at a record high. And yes, it's probably, again, still a good idea to be cautious on this play. But once this stock starts moving, it's like trying to slow down a boat in the middle of the ocean. Even if you hit the brakes, it's still going to drift forward. So NVIDIA, it is still climbing. It is still moving. Now, I actually want to show you guys something. Give me 2 seconds. I want to grab a piece of paper. This right here, traders, I want to see if I can show you this. I don't know if the, let me see here. Let me see if I can bend this here a little bit. But what we have at this moment, can you guys see this right here? This is incredible. I will say again, this is incredible. I don't know if it might be too bright here. Maybe I can take a picture and show you guys this. Maybe I can go up a little bit forward here. Maybe that's going to look on in. Come on now. I might have to turn off a light real quick. But what I want to show you here, I'm going to turn this off here for a second. And I think this will now be able to show on up. This is my account summary. It still might be too bright. I'm sorry, guys. Well, this is my account summary right here. You guys, if you guys can see it right there, go ahead and check it on out. So this is my retirement account. Okay? This is my retirement account right here at this time. Now, you might not see it too well, but what do you guys see as this number? It goes from 67,000 to 153,000 to 167,000. 163,000, excuse me. Why is that incredible? Traders, the amount of money that I am making right now on my retirement account is ridiculous. And I hope, again, everyone took advantage of this, as you guys know, is that these plays here have just been insane. I'm just going through, again, my retirement account, like, information right here. You guys can see absolutely everything that we're doing. Like, it's insane at this time on what we have and what we're doing and how much money we've truly been able to make. The only thing I'm just trying to cover up is my retirement account number here. But let me again show you guys this right now one more time. I'm not doing anything nuts either. Take a look at this. These are all the plays. Oh. These are all of the plays that I bought. There's maybe one thing that you notice about every single one of them. They are popular companies. It says, I bought Google. I bought Apple. I bought Amazon. I bought all these. Now, what's the big thing about these? Is right here. The date. The date, guys. The date is April 7th. I've almost been able to double my retirement account. You're going, whatever, being able to push it up towards $163,000 on my retirement account from April 7th. Every single one of these plays was made on April 7th. NVIDIA, I bought in on April 7th. The lowest point on NVIDIA. So if you were wondering, Deck, how in the world did you turn your retirement account from $67,000 to $156,000 to where, again, my retirement account is sitting right now at $164,000, or again, this specific account that I have, is partial luck, partial entry, partial, again, good timing. Again, I bought Google, I bought Amazon, I bought Apple, I bought Kava, I bought Bros, I bought Meta, I bought Microsoft, I bought all on April 7th. So NVIDIA, I bought on April 7th, the lowest point of the day. Amazon, I bought on April 7th, the lowest point of the year. Apple, I bought on April 7th, the lowest part. Meta, I bought on April 7th, the lowest part. NVIDIA, I bought on April 7th. So every single one of these plays, guys, this honestly has been one of the greatest years for me ever in stock trading. And it's saying from what? From just getting in at the perfect mark. Just, and again, it is a little lucky I got in at the very bottom. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best trader in the world. I got a little lucky buying in on April 7th, the lowest part of the day. It just came on down to the pure fact, if you are wondering why I pulled the trigger on April 7th, it was just this. I went back over towards a monthly chart. And this is all I said to myself. I said, every single time the S&P 500 comes on down to the blue line, it bounces off of, and we don't see it again for years. Here, we bounced off the blue line at 180. We moved ourselves back on up. We bounced on off down towards around 230. We bounced on up. We bounced on off again back in 2020. We bounced on up. Here's again 350. We bounced on up. This is the only reason I bought in on April 7th. Is on April 7th, we were down near the blue line. We didn't even touch the blue line. We were just down near the blue line. And I just thought to myself, we are dumping on today. If I miss out on this day, right? If I miss out on this day, I'm just going to feel like an idiot if all of a sudden this thing, starts bouncing its way back on up. So again, I emailed my financial advisor, and you guys could see right here. Again, I even have the emails from absolutely from them. I'm just going to cross off his name here, but you can actually see this is from him because we were the market was dumping back on April 7th. And then again, you could see Monday, April 7th right here. I again reached out to him and I said, buy. And he goes, I'm about to enter the trades right now. After you confirm, do you still like these prices? Would you like to initiate the positions? Are you okay with me pulling the trigger now? So again, that's back on those the emails that we were having. And it just came on down to, yes, I could have waited until it came on down towards 467. But it's just, I got in a little early just in case I didn't miss it. Yes, it could have kept on going down a little bit more. It was just a little luck. That's it. It was a little skill by looking at a monthly chart over on the S&P 500, a little luck that happened to be the exact bottom, and again, just the fact that I was willing to pull the trigger when the markets were down the biggest. That was it. And since, again, pulling the trigger, since the market's been down the biggest, this one account I have, just this one account, has been able to get up towards $165,000 for my retirement. So, I mean, that is the beauty, the absolute beauty of long-term investing. And that's why I don't want you guys to, again, ever overlook long-term investments. Yep, did you buy Palantir too? Yep, Palantir is on this list as well. This is just the one page I have, but I have like 3 pages. But yes, Palantir I also got in on Monday, April 7th. So Palantir, I'm in at $68 on Palantir. So if you're wondering, how did you, again, basically triple my retirement account in the last 2 to 3 months? I got in at the lowest point and everything now is at record highs. So little luck, little timing, little skill, little confidence, little that. Perfect little recipe in stock trading. When will you start selling before the dump? This is my retirement account. I can't, I can't touch this until I'm 60 years old or 59 and a half, right? So again, all of these plays that I have right here, I'm probably not going to hold on to all of them, but I'm going to hold on to a big bulk of them probably for the next 30 years. So will I hold on to, let's say, Amazon forever? We'll see, but at the same time, yes, it's my retirement account. At this point, I've already have this account right here. This one specific account has already made me over $100,000 this year. $60,000 into what? $167,000, right? With the proof right here. In 30 years, I'm hoping this account is at $4 million. That's what I want. Again, that's over 30 years. I want when I'm 60 years old that I never have to worry about money, right? I don't have to work if I don't want to, right? I just think again, financial worries are the worst worries because I've seen it before. I've seen it in my friends. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it in my parents growing up where, again, you say to yourself, man, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford this. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Then there's arguments. How can you handle this? Can we do this? Can we do this? We want to be able to. Growing up, I see how, again, sometimes financial problems are stressful. They're hard to deal with. I never want to go through that. That's why, again, I picked this job. I picked this job not because, again, money's the most important thing in the world. It's not. It's not even close to the most important thing in the world. But I will say that, again, I want to be able to work a field, work a job where I can have success and not worry about money. Now, think about this, traders. There are jobs that you can be the absolute best on. And unfortunately, you're just not going to make any more money. For example, let's just say you are a teacher, or let's say, again, you are maybe an accountant, or maybe, again, a construction worker. You could possibly be the best of the best. But if you sign that dotted line saying, yes, I'm going to accept the salary, well, then guess what? You can never make more than that. If, again, a teacher says, I'm going to get paid $50,000, no matter what I do, as long as I don't get fired, why not just roll a TV in there, pop in a movie, and have the kids watch a movie every single day? And you can just be playing, again, Candy Crush the entire day. You could do that. Or, again, you could say, hey, I signed a dotted line for $50,000, and I'm going to go above and beyond, but unfortunately, you just don't get paid anymore. You don't get paid any more than, again, the person that rolled out the TV. So it's important to be an extremely hard worker, but it's also important to be the extremely hard worker in the room in the right field, right? Be the hardest worker no matter what you do, but be the hardest worker maybe in entrepreneurship. Oh, wow, sky's the limit. Be the hardest worker in real estate. Be the hardest worker in the stock market. Be the hardest worker in whatever business that you try, right? Because again, if you would just be the hardest worker in something that has a ceiling, it's hard to stay motivated to be the hardest worker. You know what I mean? Let's go. Coco Mix. Absolutely insane right there. His account. Guys, take a look over on Coco Mix's account. So he's kind of doing something I'm doing right now, saying his Fidelity account is up 96% in the past year. So again, 12 months went by, and we're seeing again, your account Coco Mix up 96%. That's insane. That's awesome. Shout out to you, Coco. So right now we will keep our eyes peeled, ready to rock and roll. See what we have at this time to do. Schwitzy, Bonnie Blue is the hardest worker in her field. I don't know who that is. Is that a member in chat? Is that a quarterback or something? Right now, Palantir. See what we have. See what we get. See what's coming on up here next. Okay. So, all right, guys. All right. MP starting to come on down. Uh-oh. I know you guys didn't hear that. Look at this. Uh-oh, look. This just came on up. And I should have the voice alerts going through the YouTube so you can hear it. But I just heard it. Josh Gottheimer just bought AVGO. That's big. Why is that big? Why is it big that Josh Gottheimer just bought AVGO? We can see, again, his transactions are going through right now. This man, congressional trading, let's go back to trading. Josh Gottheimer, he just bought AVGO. Now, why is that big? Well, because, guess what? Nancy Pelosi also just bought AVGO. So is there something going on with AVGO right now? That, again, Josh Gottheimer just bought it, who is one of the most active traders in the entire, in the entire political space. And also Nancy Pelosi also bought AVGO. That's pretty interesting, right? We can go ahead and take a look over on AVGO. How many people are buying AVGO? Josh Gottheimer just bought it today. Nancy Pelosi, John Boozman, Ron Bratson, David J. So again, in 2025 so far, we have been seeing very recently, June, July. Why are we seeing all these politicians buying in on AVGO June, July? Is that weird? Is that weird that we're seeing politicians all buy this last month and a half AVGO? I mean, keep that on watch right here. AVGO, guys, starting to get a little bit more hype. Is there earnings coming on up? MRKR starting to get a little bit of a push at this moment over on MRKR. MRKR, not too shabby. So MRKR, guys, let's go ahead and take a look over on this one. VLCN's also getting a pretty big dump. VLCN, guys, giving a lot back. Look at VLCN, how weak that play has gotten. That stock's gone from $60 to $25. I mean, guys, that thing has dumped, hasn't it? How is it getting LCDL, bun? I just want to see here. LCDL, that's back down towards around $34 over on LCL. That one has not been able to break back on up here through. VLCN has just been getting absolutely crushed and destroyed. MRKR right now is trying to get some attention behind it. So MRKR, trying to get some attention, trying to get some momentum, and trying to keep on pushing up even higher here. Right now, this play still trying to get a little bit more of this momentum towards the upside. If you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns, right now is an absolutely great time to ask me. I'm here to help. Looking forward to helping you guys on out. Right now, again, MRKR is starting to squeeze itself on up here a little bit more. MRKR from $2 up towards around $4. $2 up towards around $4 here. $4 strong resistance. What's the next main resistance line? Next main resistance is you guys do have $5. Going to definitely always hold on up. Always look at past chart history pattern and look at the old spikes. $5 strong resistance. Followed by, again, $6 way up here. So you would still need a pretty hefty move. Get up towards around $5. Get up towards around $6. Have some strong resistance. Of course, you guys can go from there. Staying alert, staying ready, no forcing, making sure you guys are becoming the best traders that you guys can become. MRKR, Rainbow Ben's put out some news right here talking about what a collaboration agreement. Thank you so much, always for the heads on up. So right now here, traders, we again just want to stay smart. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, I am here and I am open to answer them. I look forward to helping you guys on out with anything that you guys need, to see you guys grow, to see you guys learn, to make sure that you guys are getting everything that you guys need to become better. We do have a big upper shadow happening right now over on MRKR. Upper shadows do indicate reversals. So just a heads on up. We do have an upper shadow. Does indicate a reversal. Should drop back on down towards maybe like 310. right now, team. Keeping my eyes peeled. No forcing in any sort of way. Let's just stay alert. All I'm doing is bouncing around right now. Little heads on up. Tonight, we do have Netflix earnings. That is, again, a good point. Tonight, we do have Netflix. Netflix is one of the stocks that I'm actually holding as well in my retirement. Obviously, again, got in back on Monday, April 7th. And this has been a monster play. $800 all the way up to $1,200. Imagine if Netflix has good earnings. Now, what has Netflix done? Does anyone know the answer? What has Netflix done to be able to get a lot more subscribers? For anyone who does not know, Netflix has been also buying a lot of sports rights. Remember last year? It's like if you wanted to watch the Thanksgiving football game, the NFL game, it was on Netflix. Or it was like on Christmas Day, it was only on Netflix. Isn't that kind of crazy? It's not like the thing is, does anyone have TV anymore? Like, there is no point to have TV anymore. To go ahead, sit there, watch commercials, and not be able to pick what you want. Watching TV is like listening to the radio. No one wants to sit there and wait for a song that they like. If you want to hear a song, you just plug in your phone and you put the song on that you want. If you want to watch a TV show, you pick an app, you go ahead. So now basically instead of different channels, we have different streaming services. And all these streaming services now are fighting over, again, different sports, right? And different movies and different TV shows and things like that. So the thing is, what do we have here? Netflix. What could help out this earnings? Well, again, they have bought a lot of sports. They have bought a lot of boxing matches. What else has Netflix done? Netflix has also had Squid Games come back on out. Squid Games was super popular again, and everyone probably watched that, watched the ending of it. Then again, what else do we have? Like, we also have other things like, if you want to watch Thursday NFL football, you have to have Amazon Prime. The U.S. Open is on Peacock if you want to watch Peacock. So it's like there's no channels anymore of TV. It's now instead of having channels, you kind of have to pay for each streaming service, right? So it's like, for me, I have, and I know it's a little annoying, I have Peacock, I have Amazon Prime, I have Netflix, and I have Hulu. I have 4 different streaming services right now. And it is unfortunate that you got to pay for each one of them, but each one of them have their own different things, have different movies or different shows or different sporting events or whatever, and that's kind of how they got you. Now, at the same time, guys, I don't even know if I should put this out here, but I will. I've said it before. I purchased this house about 4.5 years ago. Okay, I've been living in this house for about 4.5 years ago. Now, I have purchased it, and again, when I purchased this home, the TV, we asked to keep it because it was already hung up. Still, 4.5 years later, we still have Netflix, we still have Amazon Prime, we still have Peacock, and we still have Hulu from the previous owners. Okay, so if for some reason Mark is watching this, Mark, I will tell you right now, I have never purchased the movie. I have never spent any money on any of those services that you have left on your TV. Never once. All I have ever done is, again, just use this TV service that has been there. That's all. Okay? So, Mark, if you're listening, I've never purchased the movie. I've never caused you any money in any sort of way. You have never signed out, and I appreciate it, and I hope you know that I've been using it. I'm sure you have, because I'm sure you've logged in before, and it's just like, continue watching How I Met Your Mother Season 12, and you have to scratch your head and say, I've never even watched How I Met Your Mother. And then all of a sudden it says, continue watching The Patriot with Mel Gibson, and then you're scratching your head and say, honey, were we watching The Patriot with Mel Gibson? There has to be some confusing times for you. There has to be. And you know what? I hope you do know, and you're just saying, hey, I like this guy. Let's let it rock. We don't got to sign out of those things. So while I have not actually paid for the streaming services, you basically have 2 different options that you guys can do. You can either, again, pay for, again, streaming services, or you can buy a house, ask for them to keep the mounted TV on there, and just say don't log out of any of your streaming services since. You have a couple different options. Mark, if you're listening right now, I appreciate you. All right, so, whew. Right now, MRKR, ABVE, BSLK, WINT. A lot of these stocks starting to get a little bit weaker right now. A lot of these stocks starting to fade back on down here a little bit as well. WINT. Let's go through these top gainers. MRKR starting to dump. ABVE, this was again a top gainer from from last Friday. I remember ABVE from last Friday. BSLK, a lot of spiking. 375 got rejected, back on down to 312. MRKR, guys, look at the amount of volume going through MRKR. There's a ton of volume going through MRKR right now. Tons of volume. LCDL, still a very active play. LCDL could easily break $40 still, guys. If LCDL starts breaking 40, we could see this thing squeeze and spike to 50, 60, 70 plus. Like, LCDL could definitely wake on up and start going crazy. So keep your eyes peeled over on LCDL. IMNN, no. DPAR, no. No. So traders, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns for me? Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns on any trades that I have made? Does anyone have any questions, comments that you guys need to get out so that you guys are all set, ready to go? John Kastek, what is the right time for what is the right time frame and the right chart? Again, get on over to the video library. It will go over everything right here. You can be able to watch our time frame lessons. So we have a lot of different lessons on charting. And you know what? I'm going to help you on out here, give you the easy lessons. We do have, again, a time frame charting lesson on YouTube as well. It is free. Make sure you guys go check it on out so you guys can actually see it right here. I came on out with this, how to read a chart, easy time frame lesson. So again, I put this on out here about 2 years ago. It's still following it perfectly on what you need. All right. So go ahead, check that on out. That's a lesson right there on how to be able to pick the correct time frame. Deck, what do you think about shorting QS at 1350? 1350, perfect. 1350, stop loss right above 1350. QS, what I will say is very strong resistance right now. What I don't like is multiple days of green. It's going to be hard to be able to figure out the exact top because you have multiple days of green. But as of now, 1350 strong resistance, stop loss probably above 1350. 1360, 1370, something like that, you know? But I love it, Trader One. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great play on your end. Ron Deck, thanks for the education and stream. I love it. Hey, thank you so much for you guys. Hey, thank you so much for absolutely everyone that's part of this team. Thank you so much for everyone that's joining us every single day. Thank you so much for everyone that's so supportive and, again, waking on up and saying, hey, let's get ready to go. So, team, absolute joy to be here day in and day out. Absolute joy to be able to make your days better. Tomorrow it is Friday. I'm going to let every single person know. Again, I am going to be picking up my trading starting on Monday. I am going to, again, take it easy today. I am going to take it easy tomorrow. And again, Monday morning, we're back ready to go. All right? So, I love you guys. I will be here throughout the entire day. I will be jumping in and out of the mic as I see things, answering your questions, and making sure that you guys are striving and becoming the best traders you guys can be. Took a little bit of a hit yesterday and today. Got to, again, kind of reset the batteries, go forward. As always, you got to stay positive. You got to stay optimistic. You got to keep that chin up, and you got to make sure, again, you're always looking forward, not looking in the rearview mirror, looking back. You know how good of a trader you are. You know what you can produce. You know how great you could be able to predict these trades. So, team, as always, I love you. It is a joy being here. Let's see what we get for the rest of the day. And if I see anything big, I'll be jumping in and out. I'm going to change the live stream over on tradecaster.com. But help me wrap this thing on up. As always, you guys are fantastic. I love you, baby. Let's do it, team. In 3, 2, 1. I love you. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Happy Thursday, traders. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
The first niggas gotta find me.
$700.
$50,000 to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit gravy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here.
1,400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million year?
You should be asking how to be successful.
Tyson.